I was on mute. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV, wherever you are, whoever you are, for game one of the 25-26 Premier League season. It's all happening just as we're about to go live. It's kind of like a YouTuber's dream. A YouTuber's dream. I believe the kids say the bomber from Fabrizio Romano. And I'm going to bring it up in a minute. But is it finally happening? Is Eberechi Eze joining Tottenham Hotspur from Crystal Palace? We will see. I hope that you are all well. I hope that everybody is enjoying the Premier League being back. Obviously, we had last night, right? 4-2 in the end, wasn't it, to Liverpool? 4-2 to Liverpool. And at the moment, it's half-time between Aston Villa and Newcastle, which it's been a game which has been all Newcastle, 0-0 at the break, with Villa not having one shot. Not one shot on goal, not one shot off target. They have not had a shot in the entire game. But Tottenham Hotspur taking on Burnley today in the Premier League at, I'm going to say it, White Hart Lane. Can't fool me. You can build a new stadium. You can't fool me. I'm not calling it the Spurs Stadium or whatever they bloody call it these days. So we are back, and I'll say it from the get-go. By the way, yes, more racism. Last night we had Matisse Tell suffering racism on Wednesday night, and last night we had Antoine Semenyo receiving racism. It's got to stop. It's football. There is never, ever a need for racism. The color of someone's skin doesn't determine anything about football. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not saying it's any of you, just more an open message to the world. Stop it. Tottenham are playing Burnley. Some might say a lovely start for the season, but it's only a lovely start if we pick up all 3 points, which we really should be doing. I have gone, I'll set the tone early. I've predicted Tottenham Hotspur 4, Burnley 0. Some people might call me crazy, but I think we're going to get off to an absolutely a brilliant flyer. Perchy is desperately convincing me on WhatsApp that we are back. Spurs are back. And he wants me to say, he said, say my chairman. He's not my chairman until he brings in Savio Eze, and I'm gonna add on Hincapi as well. We'll talk about all that between now and the game kicking off at 3 p.m. An old school Saturday 3 p.m. game. Let's have a look, shall we? Before we do anything, shall we have a look and see what Fabrizio Romano has said? And when Fabrizio Romano says something, everyone he says jump, and everyone says, how high, Fab? How high? Let's have a look. And absolutely no to racism. Absolutely. No need for it. It's ridiculous. Who cares? It's ridiculous. At Fabrizio Romano. Let's get rid of that screen. Let's bring up Fab and see what he said about Tottenham Hotspur that's going to piss off all Crystal Palace fans and maybe Arsenal fans. He has said this, if I can, bear with me 1 second. Probably help if I did that. There we go. Eberechi Eze has informed Crystal Palace earlier this week about his desire to join Tottenham Hotspur. Talks progressing as Eze already said yes to the Spurs project, ready to make his move this month. Nothing done yet, but Eze hopes for the Tottenham move ASAP. Now, I'm going to call it out, myself and George. Big up to George, my man, Do Rag Diaries. George and I, we were on Football's 12th Man podcast, weren't we, on Thursday? And everyone laughed when we said that Eze wants to join Spurs. Now, he hasn't joined yet. But if he does, are we going to see some Arsenal tears? They all said. Why would he want to join Tottenham? Well, because contrary to beliefs, we are a good-sized club. Are we the biggest? No, but we're big enough. So could Eze and Savio be joining Tottenham Hotspur for the 25-26 season? Yes, they're not in the squad today. Yes, I'm annoyed that we haven't moved earlier. But as I've said, if he pulls this off, if Levy pulls off these two deals, then you won't hear anything from me all year about Daniel Levy. Not saying he doesn't need to do anything else. Not saying that every window doesn't then need to be like this. But Eze and Savio would certainly go a long way to showing us that they do care. They do care what happens on the pitch as well as off the pitch. So we haven't heard about an official bid. We haven't heard whether anything's been accepted or not. But Eze to Tottenham could be happening. And I'm so sorry, Chloe, Palace fan. So sorry, mate. She said, I never thought he would go to Arsenal. He will join you and you can build a team around him. Sad to see him go, but can't be mad when he's won us the FA Cup. Yet, listen, I think he's been absolutely brilliant for Palace. And in that FA Cup, Chloe, I thought he really, really stole the show with some really good play. And the goal was a special goal as well. Look. We'll talk about the game in a minute, by the way, people. But this is the news that is breaking. Eze has told Crystal Palace that he wants to leave. And there are now reports saying that he might not be in the Crystal Palace squad for their game tomorrow. John, I've always said the same thing. I don't think the protests, each to their own. If I don't caveat this, they all get annoyed at me. Each to their own. But for me, I think doing it on the first day of the season, I don't think it's right. Get behind the team today. Get behind it's the manager's first game at White Hart Lane, if I'm not wrong. It's his first game at our stadium, and we want him to see protests. I just don't think it's right. However, listen, each to their old. Hang on, let me rewind that. Each to their own. Each to their old. Same thing, right? Each to their own. Look, there's a lot of reports. There has been a lot of reports that Arsenal, right? That Arsenal were going to come in for him. Sava in the mud. Yeah, sure. Not sure why, but sure. Okay, yeah. Sava in the mud. Sure. Sava says we'll beat Burnley 4-0. Sava's in the mud. Sure. In the mud. Football highlights obviously showing there that he or she are probably about 12 years of age and been brought up terribly. There you go. I said it. Yes. Tottenham Hotspur. Burnley at home. Should be 3 points, right? Should be 3 points. But after that brilliant game on Wednesday, can we follow it up with another great display at home? I think we will batter them. Now, that doesn't mean we will just because I think we will. But wouldn't it be great? Get this season off to a nice 3-4-0 win. Then in the week, get in Savio, get in Eze, and suddenly it all starts to look a little bit rosy in the garden. Simon, big up to you, my man. How you doing? Said, I agree with the protest, but they should wait till the 1st of September and see whatever business is done. If we get Eze and Savinho, will be the best window we have ever had. Yeah, this is why I don't think it's right today. I don't think it's right. I genuinely don't. I'm not knocking them. I know, and when I say this, everyone says I'm belittling I'm not belittling them. But what is this really what we want the players and the manager to see on game one of the season? Game one. We've just won the Europa League. We've just played in the Super Cup final, and people want to protest. I'm not really down with it, but good luck to them all. Hopefully they all get what they want from it. But it does look a bit futile if we end up getting Eze, Savinho, and we've got Kudus and Paulinho. Apparently last night, the talks that we're going to go in for Hincapi. I don't know if that's true, but Hey, it is what it is. And Scott M saying one window shouldn't impact the protest. Sure. But the problem is, Scott, the problem is if you've just won the Europa League, and then if they drop 250 odd million this summer on top players, what are people protesting? Like, what is it that you actually want at that stage? That's the question where I'm asking. What is it that you want at that stage? You're protesting because the owners don't back the manager. Well, they would have. They're protesting what? That we don't win trophies. Well, we did. I look, I get it. I get it, but it's not for me. Also, will Matisse Tell score a hat-trick today? If anyone knows what I'm talking about, obviously the conversation between Sean and Stell on the Spurs 5 was very, very funny on Thursday night. Anyway, let's start as we mean to go on. What's your team going to be today, people? I'll let you know as soon as the team comes out. By the way, let me just have a look and see if there's been anything said by anyone else. Maybe a Ben Jacobs, something like that. What's Ben Jacobs? The last thing he said. Yeah, the last thing that he said, let me show you. This is the last thing that Ben Jacobs said. He said, Spurs optimistic that Eberechi Eze wants to join as talks continue with Crystal Palace. Tottenham prepared to pay a similar fee to Mohamed Kudus. Release clause expiring doesn't change Crystal Palace's position. It's all happening. It's all happening. Yeah, but Scott, let's be honest. Tottenham could win the Premier League and you would find a way to not enjoy it. Let's be brutally honest, Scott. Let's be brutally honest. You don't seem to even be happy at the thought of Eze and Savio. And I'm not sure. I love you, dude, but I'm just not sure. I'm not sure what to say. If those deals come off, what can we really say? If those deals come off, what can we really say? Could just be me, but your camera looks slightly blurry. Does it look blurry? Sorry, I've got nothing in my hair. Does it look slightly blurry? I can't. Not my end, it doesn't. Sav, your stream is blurry. Hang on, let me log on and watch me. I know that sounds really weird, but let me see what's going on. Oh, it does, doesn't it? It does look a bit blurry. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, does it look blurry? I don't know. Hopefully, it will sort itself out. Hopefully, it will sort itself out. Don't worry, guys. It will probably sort itself out. Let's start as we mean to go on, people. Yeah, lots of people messaging saying your stream is very, very blurry. Yeah, I get it. There's not really a lot I can do while I'm live. There's not really a lot I can do. Hopefully, it gets better. Start as we mean to go on, guys. Should we smash that like button? Should we do that? Let's start like that, shall we? There are 425 of you, only 95 likes. Let's smash that button. There is a poll. It's a very simple one today. Who wins the game today? Spurs, the draw, or Burnley? 85% so far have said Spurs. 8% have said the draw. And 8% have said Burnley. 8%. Big up to my man Chris. So we are so back. I don't know what we're back to, but if we make these signings, it's going to be very, very happy days. And then over to you, Thomas Frank. Lots of people asking predictions. As it stands, it's difficult predicting where Tottenham will finish in the league, right? Because at the moment, I'd be judging based off of, oh my gosh, I've not brought up my water. Bear me 1 second. 1 second. Nope, she can't hear me. Oh, I've got myself 2 pints of water and I've left them both downstairs. Look, really difficult to say where we're going to finish whilst we haven't signed players. I'm going to go on the proviso that we do sign Eze and Savio. Sorry, yeah, she can hear me now. If they sign, I'm going to say 6th. I do think when people start talking about the top 4, I think that with the top 4, it's very difficult because you can bring in a couple of good players, but you need squad. You need a squad, right? And I just don't think that our squad is as good as the others. So for me, I would say if those 2 sign, 6th, maybe 5th. If those 2 don't sign, I'm saying maybe 8th. And that's the difference, isn't it? At the moment, Savio and Eze really do change everything about this football club. They really, really do. Yeah, they not. Oh, I don't know where they are. Are they in there? Sorry, 1 second. Wait, the mystery of the. Is that? Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thanking you kindly. And what's your prediction for today's game? Burnley. 2-0 to who? Spurs. All right. We've got a 2-0 from the other half. We've got a 2-0 from the other half. I've gone with 4. She's gone with 2. Let me know right now before we start. There's nearly 500 of you in here already, and we're growing as the stream gets older and older. Let me know right now what's the score going to be, and then we'll do it again once the teams are announced. What do you think the teams are going to be? And I think this is the thing, as Internet Vegetable says, big up, love that name, says, even with Eze and Savio, we lack depth. We do. We do lack depth. This is why when people go 4th, I'm like, oh, possibly, but I don't see it. I really don't see it. Lots of people have gone with the 2-0 as well. 3-0. Have I gone too big? Have I gone too big, guys, with a 4-0 prediction? 1-0 to Burnley. Oh, big up, Shane. 1-0 to Burnley. I wonder what odds you can get on the 1-0 to Burnley. Equally, if you haven't subscribed, please do, as we're chasing down 22K. We're halfway towards the 22K now as well. James Flower. James, 1-1. No. 1-1. 1-1. James has gone with 2-0 for Marianne. Coulson has said 2-0. He's gone very specific as well. Van der Ven and Mohamed Kudus with the goals. 4-0 and a Tell hat-trick. I'll take it right now. Listen, hope if he does play, he does well, because I'll be honest, I know it was tough for him the other night, but I've not seen anything so far from him. And I think as a fan, you need that one performance, don't you, where you go, okay, there's something about you. At the moment, I've not seen it. Good afternoon to Godfrey, who has said, good afternoon, Sava. Fingers crossed for a good win and no injuries. 4-1 to Spurs. I'll take it. I'll take the 4-1 win. Yes, indeed, I will take the 4-1 win. 3-1. Wayne has gone with. Lucky Singer said relegation fodder, Burnley. Well, I mean, look, they will be one of the favourites to go down, right? I get that, which is why Spurs have to start off well. Pom Orange has gone with 7-2 to Tottenham. 7-2. I mean, who wouldn't take a 7-2? By the way, yeah, what's going on here? What's going on? There you go. That might change that. For match day 1. Live watch-along, isn't it? Watch-along. Okay. Yeah, listen, I'm excited. It's always tough during the summer, isn't it? You know, when there's no football and you're like, oh my gosh, come on. Come on, where's the football? But it's back. It's back at the moment. Still 55 minutes exactly gone between Aston Villa and Newcastle. 0-0. Archer said with Eze and Savio, we can definitely get top 6. With 1, maybe top 8. Yeah, definitely top 6, I think, if we get both. But I think it's going to be, I mean, when we're talking about 4th, you know, we're talking about, we're talking about Chelsea's depth, City's depth, Liverpool's depth, Arsenal's depth. It's not I'm not saying it's impossible, but you would need everyone to stay fit. And realistically, are all of these players going to stay fit all season? Can they play week in, week out over 55, 60 games? I'm not sure they can. Carl Walker versus Muck Walker. Oh, yes, the picture where I look like Carl Walker, apparently. There we go. The Muck Sav. 4-0 Spurs. Who else is agreeing with me? Messi Goats has gone with 4-0 Spurs. 3-0 to Brian. 2-1 says Dean. Machina Joe said, I want Richarlison to score. He never scores. It would be good for him. Listen, he needs to score. He's a bloody striker. He needs to score. Big up to Darius, who has become a member. Big up to you, Darius. Really appreciate that. Thank you, my man. You're now eligible for member-only shows, and there will be one this week. Apologies, I couldn't do one last week, everybody. Sorry, it's been a very busy week. But there will be one definitely this week. So watch out for that. Big up to you. Boris has said, if anything, these protests will do more harm than good. They want to get more support from fans sitting on the fence, especially if we get Eze and Savio. Look, as I said, each their own. Good luck to them. I hope they get what they want from it. I don't know what they want from it, if I'm honest. I don't know why it's going to make the board sell. I don't think it will, but we'll see. We'll see. Big up to everyone doing it. Big up, Boris. Big up to Emma as well. We said, afternoon, Sava. Fingers crossed for these signings. Good afternoon to you, Emma. Yes, everybody, I think, is praying that we get these signings. I think it will make such a difference to the way Tottenham play. So, yeah, thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. With Eze and Savio top four, again, listen, each to their own. I do think that suddenly people think that our squad depth is going to take over City, Arsenal, Liverpool, or Chelsea. I don't get it. I don't quite see it myself. I'd love to be wrong, but we'll see. Yeah, Alex, Semenyo's a really good player. Said earlier in the summer, I would have liked Semenyo. I think he's a really good footballer. And I thought, yes, he did play well last night as well. Savvy, you actually look like Messi. I've heard that before. I'm not sure I do. But hey, I've heard that before. It is what it is. Gaza, I said, I'll take a Spurs win and a draw with Man City. Well, yeah, listen, it's really important. It's really important, isn't it, that we get off to a winning start today, because Man City, it's going to be tough. It's Man City, right? It's Man City. It's always tough playing them. Yes, we've won some games against them, but it's always tough. And they're a good team. They're a top quality team, aren't they? Big up Sav, Lee Green here. What do you mean? You live in Lee Green? Big up to you, Lee Green, where I grew up. Big up to you. Soul Sniper Gaming, are you going to be a bit nicer today? So morning, Sav. The top four looks sewn up. But with Eze, Savinho, and Nkapi, we'll be in the mix for 5th, 6th, 7th. Yeah, listen, I think that's right for me. Listen, if Tottenham Hotspur got top four, I'm not saying no to it. I just think it's going to be a tough season. The difference being is that if you had to not play those players for a game, the players coming in just aren't as good. So we'll see. White Voodoo Man has said, to be fair, Sav, Eze, Kudos are as good as any 10, 7, and 11 in the league, though you need a 9. Yeah, listen, I think we would still need a 9. Not sure that we're going to get it today. Not sure we're going to get it. But let's see. By the way, let's have a look at the team, shall we? Would everyone like to see the Spurs team? Where are we? Here's the Spurs team. So the team is Vicario in goal. Let me work this out. And it looks like we've gone to a back four. It's going to be Porro at right back, Spence at left back, Van der Ven and Romero as captain at centre half. In the midfield is going to be, Gray and Bergval and Sarr. Wow. With Kudus, Johnson and Richarlison. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. No Bentancur. No Paulinho, both on the bench. So the bench is Kinski, Danso, Paulinho, Tell, Vuskovic, Solanke, Odeber, Bentancur, and Davis. Yeah. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm really not sure how I feel about that. So you're probably looking at Sarr and Gray in a 2. Let me know, guys and girls. What do we think? What do we think of that 11? What do we think? What do we think? Archie Gray and Sarr probably in a 2, with Bergvall probably the one pushing forwards. A very young midfield 3. Very young. Am I allowed to change my 4-0 scoreline? Just saying. I think it's very, very young. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let me get to the chat. Yeah, but Dean, is you're affirming what I've said. Those other clubs will get injuries but have depth. That's the point. We will have injuries and don't have depth. That's the problem. Look today. No Bentancur and Paulinho, and Gray comes in and Bergvall comes in. It's not great depth, is it? We'll see. Let's see. Lots of talk last night, wasn't there? That Hincapi is wanted by Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Let me know. I'll get to the comments. I'll catch up in a minute. What are we thinking of that team? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'll be honest. Bergvall, Gray, Johnson and Richarlison, for me, again, that is why we need to get Savio in urgently. But as I said, when we were talking yesterday and people were saying, oh, Paulinho should have stayed on, this is the thing. He's not match fit yet. He's not fully match fit. So we can see that. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Let's see your thoughts. Graham Bergvall. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel. I still think we'll win. I'm not sure how I feel, though. Not sure. Featherlight in midfield. It's going to be a big game for them, isn't it? Let's have a look and see if we can find. Let's see if we can find the Burnley team. 1 second. I'll see if I can find the Burnley team. Premier League. Tottenham Burnley. So Burnley. I wish they'd put it in. And so Burnley look like they've got Dubravka, Anthony, Cullen, Ekdal, Esteve, Foster, Hartman, Laurent, Hannibal, Son, Sone, and Walker. I don't really know what to say. I don't know. Some of those players are brand new. Obviously, we know players like Esteve. We know Hannibal. We know Walker, Cullen, and Anthony as well, and Dubravka. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure how I feel. Get your comments in. Bergvall as the attacking midfielder, says Carlson. I'm guessing so. Frank is brave. Oof. Yeah, I'm not sure. But it looks like the other night did take a lot out of Bentancur and Paulinho. Looks that way, doesn't it? Oh, crikey, says Jeff. Yes. DJ and says it is Burnley, to be fair. Yeah, but you've got to get off to a winning start. Simon, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I might want to change it. I'll go with 3. No, I'll stay with 4. Let's be positive. I'll stay with 4. That graphic is awful. Which graphic are we talking about, by the way? I don't know what we're talking about, but thank you for whatever you're talking about. Yeah, I'm if ever a team said we need players, hang on, I'm putting that in my group. If ever a starting 11 showed we need depth, it's this. Still sticking with 4-0. Hang on, there's been a red card here. There's been a red card in the Aston Villa game. Let me, who has got the red card? 1 second. I think it's Konsa. I think Konsa has been sent off. And I think, hang on, let me have a look. I wasn't watching. So the ball came across. Anthony Elanga played the ball through, Anthony Gordon running, and then Gordon was pulled back. Let's have a look. So Anthony Elanga played a really good ball through to Gordon. Is there enough there? Let's have a look. I mean, he put his hands up. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you can't put your hands up like that, can you? So Ezri Konsa has been sent off on day one for Aston Villa. Anyway, back to Tottenham Hotspur. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about this lineup. But can we be honest? If Bergvall, Gray, if those guys can't cope, and Johnson, if they can't cope against Burnley, then they shouldn't be at Tottenham Hotspur, should they? They should not be at Tottenham Hotspur if they can't cope with Burnley. Jay Ty says, oh no, not Gray. Somewhere Lubo is very, very happy. And thank you to all those that have subscribed. Really very generous. We had 5 new subscribers today. Coys, Mick, I said, don't like, oh, hang on. That's you. Bless me. Don't like that midfield at all, says Mick. Don't like that midfield at all. Costa del Spurs said, very, very depressing. I don't think it's very depressing. We got those players on the bench that can still come on. How have Gray or Bergvall staked a claim in pre-season? It best be injury, fitness related. As I said, I don't think Paulinho's ready to play this many games in a row. He's not played for a long time. Bless me. Oh, I can feel a cold coming on. I really can, honestly. We will get bullied in midfield. Well, I don't know enough about their midfield other than Cullen to say that. But, Chris, yeah, Jesus. I mean, look, as I said, I still think we need more players. I still think we need more players. And this is why when everyone in the chat's going, oh, we're going to finish 3rd or 4th if Eze and Savio come, look, the depth is still going to be light. So we will see. We will see. There'll be a lot, absolutely, a lot of responsibility on Kudus again. But games like this, Brennan Johnson, Richarlison, they've got to show something. They've got to show something. Well, yeah, of course, yeah. Of course, it's a quick turnaround, isn't it? I agree, Lee. I agree. They did. They put in a massive shift. This is the problem with playing the Super Cup. So which is why I was more worried about this game than I was about the Super Cup. I know everyone, oh, trophies. Yeah, sure. But, you know, we'll see. I still think we'll be all right. I still think we'll be all right. But listen, all the talk about Gray and Bergvall, right? Let's see it. Let's see today how good they are. Let's see today how good those two are in the midfield too. Let's see. We know what Sar's all about, but what are Gray and Bergvall all about? Hope they have a good one. Asher said, we've lost. That is shit. I mean, come on, mate. Come on. No Basuma. Is Basuma. So Basuma's not in the squad. So everyone's going, oh, Thomas Frank should have banned him for more games. Well, he's not in the squad, is he? Well, he's not in the squad. And we're back. We've all lost our minds. And we're an hour and 3 minutes away to kick off. And we've all lost our minds already. Go on, Tottenham. Do your thing. Us Tottenham fans, we are a bunch of negative Nellies, aren't we? We truly, truly are. I'll give you the Burnley lineup properly when they put it into formation, if that makes sense. I'm not quite sure some of those players. I'm not quite sure who plays where. Lubo is on the moon. Of course he is. Of course Lubo's on the moon. That man is probably rejoicing somewhere. That man is rejoicing somewhere. Where are we? Sorry, Richie won. Tell free. Someone said, okay, all right. I see. Listen, I still think we're going to have enough, but it's going to be a real eye-opener, this. It's going to be a real eye-opener. How good are these young players? How good are they? Because if they are that good, they will walk all over Burnley. Right? Sorry, bear with me 1 second. Oh, there we go. If they are that good, oh, what's going on there? If they are that good, they will walk all over Burnley. This is a newly promoted Burnley team. Tottenham, in theory, shouldn't be worrying who they play in this game. But my man Ash has said it's shit. It's shit. Big up to you, Ash. Hope you're well, brother. And again, Matisse Tell not in the lineup. Matisse Tell can't get in this team, people are saying. Yes, an offensive three-man midfield versus Parker's Burnley's low block. Look, I think the problem you've got in there is, and we knew this going into the game, other than Kudos, I don't see the creativity. I think there's going to be a lot that rests on the shoulders of Kudos and a lot that rests on the shoulders of Porro. So for me, Porro and Kudos. Well, look, we don't know what's happened, right? Again, could he be leaving? Has a bid gone? I'm just spitballing. I know as much as you lot, right? But we will see. Why Johnson? Well, listen. These are the games where Johnson should be showing us how good he is. If he can't torment the Burnley back four, there's no hope for him. So let's see, shall we? Let's see. Sorry, for some reason, my camera's not quite right. Sorry. Listen, Johnson should be in a game like today, standing up and being counted. Shouldn't he? Let me just see. I'm just seeing, young midfield. Here you go. Tom Barkley said, young midfield for Spurs of Sargra and Bergval. Be fascinating to see how Frank develops great this season. And if he's largely used as a central midfielder, former Spurs fullback Carl Walker makes his debut for Scott Parker's Burnley. Always looking to see if there's any more news. But we're still 18 minutes to go at Villa Park. Aston Villa down to 10 men, of course. And we have got exactly 1 hour. Sorry, this is really annoying me. Bear with me 1 second. We have got exactly 1 hour. 1 hour until kickoff. And I am excited for the season to be back. I hate it when it's the off season, especially when there's no World Cup or no Euros and it just drags and drags and drags. Sava, your man Frank is sabotaging us already. My man Frank is our manager, and my man Frank had to navigate the Super Cup 2 days ago. So again, this is what happens when you've got to use your squad. I'm delighted for Luba. I've got to post that into my group. I've got to post that 1 second. This has got to go in. That's a comment and a half. That is brilliant. I'm delighted for Lubo. I love that. Not for Spurs, for Lubo. For Lubo. Well, he's there. He's protesting. What are you protesting, Lubo? Your boy's playing. What are you protesting? You've won the European Cup. Your boy Archie Gray started in central midfield on the very first game of the season. What are you protesting? Big up. Let me get to some more comments before I do. Thank you very much to Godfrey, who's become a YouTube member. Big up, Godfrey. How you doing, sir? I hope you are well. Godfrey, tell these people to smash the like button. Tell them, Godfrey. I was about to tell you how many views the show's had so far. 199 likes. We should be on 400. Let's smash that button. Big up to you, Godfrey. Thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate you. I really do. Thank you very much. Big up to Igor. How you doing, my man? Igor, where were you in that photo? If that is you in the photo, looks absolutely stunning there. So Gray needs to show his worth this game. Otherwise, he has to go out on loan. On loan. And big up to you, Sava. Big up to you as well, Igor. Thank you very much. Listen, this is where you've got to take your chance, right? If you are Archie Gray, the manager is saying, right, here's your chance. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Take the chance. And to be fair, this is probably, I'm guessing that Burnley are the favourites to finish bottom. I'm guessing. Could anyone do me a favour? Could you check odds checker or something and tell me who the favourites are to get relegated? If it is Burnley, then this game, he's got to show. Bergval, they should be running this game. If they're as good as everyone talks about them, let's see. Big up to you, Igor. Thank you very much. Another super chat from Marco. Very generous Marco. Said, I think there is some kind of belief in those players to start. Maybe because of the lack of depth from the PSG game. Look, the turnaround is very quick. It's a very quick turnaround. As I said, Paulinho, we know, is not 100% fit. He's not played a lot of football. This is why when everyone was saying, stay on, play, if you keep running players into the ground that haven't played a lot, you are going to injure them. But I completely agree with you. The lack of depth in the PSG game. Look, hey, Richarlison, show us. Show us today, Richie. Show us. Somebody's got to score against Burnley. Show us. Get a hat trick. Prove people like me wrong. I mean, it is Burnley, but prove people like me wrong. Bergvall, Gray, Johnson, show us. We'll see if they do. If they don't, it can't be any excuses. We're at home. First game of the season. They should be massively up for it. Thank you very much, Marco. Really appreciate that. Big up to Russell Coit, my man, Rick Kane, who's at almost 11 p.m. here in Sydney. What's the lineup? I'm not sure if I will stay up for that. There's the lineup. It is Vicario in goal, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, and Spence across the back four. Gray and Bergvall in midfield with three behind the striker of Kudus to the right, Johnson to the left, and probably Bergvall in the hole. Pause. And Richarlison up top. And again, yeah, I do believe this. If we struggle, they will come on. I'm hoping that we won't struggle. I'm going with 4-0 still. I'm going with 4-0. Perchie is going with 5-0. Perchie from the What Are We Doing Here podcast. My man Perchie has gone with 5-0. Does anyone want to change their score now they've seen the 11? I'm going to stay with mine. As Newcastle take off Anthony Elanga and Jacob Murphy comes on. It starts in 54 minutes. Ash, dude, what's wrong, mate? You messaged me yesterday, Ash, on WhatsApp, and you said to me, are you deflated? Now look at you. Oh, dearie me, fuming. Is anyone else fuming? I'm not fuming. This is the squad we've got. Water. How good is water? This is the squad we've got. This is what we have to do. Matt, big up to you, has said had to mix it up, having played Wednesday. Absolutely. It's what we wanted Ange to do. Absolutely. But he was too stubborn and ran them into the ground. Absolutely. Well, listen, we'll see. Big up to Bucky. Oh, sorry, Bucky. Read properly, Sava. Buckeye Johnny has said, seeing that 11, I'm hammering a bet in a draw. A draw. Sorry, you're going for a draw. I'm going with 4-0 Spurs. I tell you what, will I put a bet on it? I might put a bet on it. Do you know what? I've not put on a bet for so long. I cannot even remember my login. Oh, gosh. I bet I can't remember my login. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, gosh. I bet I can't. Oh, I'm in. You know, one of those ones where you go to type in a password and you think, I can't remember it, and then you get it first time. That's well done, me. Let's put in there. Let's have a look. Right, what do I do? I'll do an ACCA. What should we do? I'll tell you, let's do it live. Should we do an ACCA? Right, I'm gonna go with. I don't ever put Spurs in them. But I feel like I should today. Right, okay. Why is Spurs not coming up? Premier League. All right, Premier League. Right, I'm going to put Spurs are 1.53 to 1. I'm going to put Spurs here. Got to. Right, I'm going with that. Right, let's move back from there. Okay, who's playing in the Championship? Premier League. Nope. Championship. Oh, Preston v Leicester. Millwall v Middlesbrough. Bristol. I'm going to go with Bristol City. Spurs. Watford. Bristol City, Spurs, and Watford. This is fun for you all, isn't it? Watching me put on my hacker. Let's go with Cardiff. And let's go with let's go with Crew. There we go. There we go. And we'll stick 20 on that. There we go. There we go. So Tottenham, Bristol City, Watford, Cardiff, and Crew. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, people? There we go. There you go. Tottenham, Bristol City. There we go. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let me see if I can remember those. Bristol City, Watford, Cardiff, and Crew. Let me just put those on. Oh, hang on. Let's see. I've got my app all ready to go as well for the stream. It's all good fun, isn't it? Let me see if today. Okay, so that starts at that time. Okay, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. What did I say? Watford. Anyone remember what I said? Watford. Bristol City, Watford, Cardiff, and Crew. There we go. Cardiff and Crew. There we go. I'm happy with that. There we go. There we go. Watford, Bristol City, Watford, Cardiff, and Crew. Anyway, let me know. Has anyone got any hackers today? Let me know if you've got any hackers. Simon has said, hope Gray has more touches than one. Well, this is the point, isn't it? We bought Odegaard and Tell, and yet the manager is not using any of them. He's not using any of them. He's decided to go with Brennan Johnson on the left, maybe for some goal threat. Where are we? Phil Coys has said, Frank knows the condition of the players. Players look very tired after the PSG game. A freshen up is maybe needed. I agree. I do agree with you. And let's be honest, it's a game against Burnley, which we can afford to make changes. Well, we can only afford to make changes. We can only afford to make changes if we win the game, right? I'm just trying to see if, by the way, Hamburg are continuing to try and sign Vuskovic on loan. There we go. So Vuskovic, Florian Plettenberg said Hamburg are still working on a deal with Spurs to take Vuskovic on loan. I think much needed experience will be for him to go out there in the German league. Tell hat-trick looks a big arse now. Well, yeah, it does when you're not playing, right? Hey, funny times. No Basuma. Absolutely no Basuma. Let me catch up a little bit. Where are we? Sava, at least we have players on the bench today that can come on and get us over the line if we need to win. Well, look, you've got Bentancur. Who have we got on the bench? Let me remind myself. You know, you've got Solanke, Paulinho, Danso, Bentancur. Yeah, it's starting to get better. Now a couple of these drop down to the bench and Savio comes in, for example. And a Dogi comes in, for example. Eze, maybe a Hincapié. Suddenly it starts to look a little bit deeper within the squad, doesn't it? Absolutely does not look like a top four side at the moment for anyone. Somebody just said that, and I didn't see who said it, but someone in the chat just said that. Big up, very generous today, you lot. Said 5-0. Come on, you Spurs. A Kudos hat-trick. My captain will score 2 goals. Your captain. So Romero with a brace and Kudos with a hat trick. By the way, yeah, I in my fantasy team, I put Hugo Ekitike as my fantasy captain. Hugo Ekitike as my captain. I'm just going to have a look, see who's winning the fantasy league at the moment. At the moment, Rocky LFC has got 37 points so far, winning that. I'm just trying to see where I am, see if I'm anywhere. Where am I? Where am I? I mean, I've only had one player, I think, play so far, so I shouldn't think I'll be anywhere near the top. Let me see if I can find myself. Oh, I'm down in 43rd. I'm down in 43rd place. Let's see who's bottom. Should we see who's bottom? There's quite a few people in it. Oh, we've got a lot of, oh gosh, we've got a lot of people in it already. Wow. Has somebody got 0 points? Yes. Oh my gosh. There's a few people on 0 points. There's a few of them, but yeah, interesting times. So at the moment, 37 points is enough to be winning. I am 43rd with 25 points, so 12 points off the top, but only one of my players has played. Is it just one of mine? I think there's played. Let me check my fantasy team. I can't even remember what I picked. So far, who's played in my team? Frimpong played. Verts played in Ekatike. So I think 3 of mine have played. Okay. All right. Okay. And are any of mine playing today? Not in this game. No, but I have got Mohamed Kudus, who is my vice captain. Mohamed Kudus as the vice captain of my fantasy league team. Big up to whoever just subscribed as well. Thank you very much. Very generous indeed. Did anyone see the Senesi handball yesterday? What do we make of it? Discuss. I've seen it's a big talking point, isn't it? The Senesi handball. Let's discuss it. I'm going to try and catch up. I am miles and miles off the chat. If Gray, Bergvall, and Sarr go well, if Gray, Bergvall, and Sarr go well to say, what will it say? I don't know what that means. Go well to say. I don't know what you mean. If they play well, look, I think they should play well. They're playing against Burnley, right? This is the Premier League against a promoted team. If they can't do it against Burnley, you have to ask questions about should they be at Tottenham in a Champions League squad. But it is game 1 of the season. Let's see what happens. Internet Vegetable said, I don't care what Basuma did. I'd sooner have him starting over Graham Bergvall. Yeah, but again, we talked about this yesterday. This is the difference. You've got to have discipline. You've got to show that you are the boss. I agree. I still think I'm sticking with my 4-0, Rob, right? Sticking with my 4-0. I'm not losing my mind. I think we'll be all right. Where are we? Bergvall was a player of the season last year. Yeah, I think last year, though, no one played well, really, did they? I mean, we lost 22 Premier League games. So let's see if he's player of the year this year. I'm betting my bottom dollar he's not. There you go. I do kind of agree with this comment. We will have 70% possession. So no need for Paulinho in this game. No, completely agree with you. Kudos said, not to Rob, it's the hyper reaction reviewer by Savra's cultivated. Oh, shut up, Kudos. You don't half chat some shit. Shut up, mate. You always come in the chat and say stupid things. And then when I WhatsApp you, you're different. Stop with your stupid takes, man. Don't be ridiculous. Yeah. I don't tell everyone what to think. They've got their own minds. Stop your ridiculousness. Absolutely, Ed Wood, sorry. This is Gray's chance. Yes, it is. He's starting the very first Premier League game of the season. Lubo was on Last One of Spurs yesterday, and even he is now admitting that Gray isn't ready for the Premier League. Let's see what he says if Gray plays well. If Gray plays well tonight, do we think that Lubo's going to have that same energy? You watch, he'll be bouncing around. Oh, he's great. But look, I think it's important. I think it's important for him to have a good game. Everyone keeps telling me, not everyone, most people keep telling me that he's this great young midfielder. Let's see him boss the game then. Run the game. Luck, though, said Bergvall and Sarr are going to shoot at every opportunity. I guess that's the tactics. Well, we'll see, won't we? James, it is what it is, right? If Thomas Frank is still disciplining him, fair enough. Maybe a bid's coming. Do you know what I mean, James? Fair enough. I feel that everyone, though, yesterday, the whole Basuma conversation yesterday absolutely baffled me. It baffled me. Like, suddenly, well, if Basuma had played, we win. You're like, oh, hang on. Loads of people are telling me they want him sold because he's no good. Then when he doesn't play, we need him. It's all a bit weird. Big up again. Sio HD, thank you very much. Very generous. Said my FPL, Sanchez, Porro, Romero, De Kuipers, Palmer, Cherky, and Dye, and Verts with Kudus, Pedro, and Haaland. Okay, nice. If you know where that's from, you know where that's from. Big up to all of you in the chat. Thank you very much, Sal. Really appreciate that. Good luck with your fantasy football team. Let me know how you're all getting on. How about we support the boys instead of slagging them off? I haven't slagged anyone off. I don't think I've slagged anyone off, have I? Maybe, hopefully you're talking to the... I haven't slagged anyone off. Listen, I feel like they should be able to play in this game, right? I think they should. But listen, it's a big ask. It's a very young midfield. But Thomas Frank thinks they're ready. Let's see. Let's see what they're all about. Newcastle 0, Villa 0, by the way. In the 91st minute of the game, there's 6 minutes injury time. Don't forget Aston Villa down to 10 men. Acoustic Wax said, I like what Frank is doing. He's testing Johnson and co to see if they can be trusted against a bottom league side at home. Well, listen, let's be brutally honest. If we can't play them in this game, what game can we play them in? Right? If they can't play in this game, what game can they play in? So let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. If we lose and he gets it wrong, on his head, right? Let's see what happens. Daniel said, but at least talks are progressing for Eze and Savinho for the 8th day running. Come on, Daniel. We're going to get him. We're going to get them both. Come on. I don't even know if I believe that, by the way. But I hope so. Don't rate Johnson at all, but intrigued to see how we will play under Frank. Maybe Ange restricted him using his legs last season. I just don't think he's a great player. I've got no doubt he can put the ball in the net. I just don't think he's a great player. It is what it is. Let me catch up. A Tell hat trick for Stell. I'm sure Stell will be wanting a Tell hat trick if he comes off the bench. Ren, big up to you. We need to win. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, we do. It's a must-win game already, isn't it? Got to win at home against the promoted teams. Yeah, just seen it. Yeah, Plettenberg saying that Vuskovic could be going on loan. And we have got 40 minutes until kickoff. Newcastle, nearly working their way through there. But Villa did well in the end. Oh, I do like water. I really do like water. Let's catch up. Have I seen Romano's latest post? Is this the one from about an hour ago? Yes, we've talked about that. Let me just double check that you're not talking about a different one. By the way, Galatasaray have sent the first official bid to Man City for Ederson, and Donnarumma has already opened the door to a City move. So there we go. It could be Donnarumma in, Ederson out for Manchester City. He's not a bad goalkeeper to bring, is it? No, that was the latest one from Romano. Frank will rest the best players to City match. Listen, look, this is the squad. This is what he's got. This is the squad. What do we do? Michael Collins. Are we going to get them over the line? Mate, I bloody hope so. It'll be so disappointing now after all of this, wouldn't it, to not get it? Some might say Spursy for us to not get the deal over the line. By the way, Newcastle are really pushing here for that winner. But at the moment, Villa are standing resolute. 2-0. Carlson's gone with. Ren's gone with a 2-0. I absolutely think this is going to happen. Burnley going to sit in a dirty low block. Look, I guess so. We might be surprised. They might come and attack. Who knows? Mr. Wignall, corner comes in. Oh, the keeper's flapped at it, but it's cleared. Is this one of those classic messages to the board saying, where are my players? Could be. Saying, look, this is what you've given me. I've got a couple of players. This is what you're giving me. 1 second. I'm just looking at the... I've seen a picture of Lubo. There's Lubo. I can see Lubo in the... Hey, Lubo. Somebody sent this to me. There he is. You see Lubo? There's something so fun about Lubo, isn't there? Lubo. There he is. Oh, you got to love Lubo. And big up to absolutely everyone. How are we doing? If you haven't smashed the like button, I'm asking, why not? First and foremost, it's rude. Second of all, it's the thing to do. There's 700 of you in here and we're growing. 700 in here. We should have 500 likes. We've only got 271. By the way, this game is in the last minute. The Villa game is in the last minute. And Aston Villa look like they're going to hold out for a point, which probably wasn't what they wanted. But when you go down to 10 men with, 25, 30 minutes to go, whatever it was, it then becomes a big ask, doesn't it? And at the moment, Newcastle haven't been able to break them down. Where are we? Hang on, the ball goes over the top by Villa. Headed back to the goalkeeper. So it looks like it's going to end 0-0 for the first Saturday live game of the season. A thriller for all the fans to get into. Calamundo to Forest. Yeah, good player. Christian has said 4 goals against Burnley is way too optimistic. Look at their last season. Their defense is good. It's their attack that's lacking. Sure, but this is a different league. And by the way, that game is over. Aston Villa 0, Newcastle 0. The game is over. So with 36 minutes to go until Spurs kick off. By the way, Wrexham 2, West Brom 3. It's not a final result. 95th minute, Wrexham have pulled one back. So it looks like West Brom are going to win that one as it stands. Chesterfield are beating Bristol Rovers 3-1. Mansfield are beating Exeter 2-1 as well. And in the Championship, I think Norwich have won as well, I think. But I'll let you know when that scoreline comes through. 1-0. We will play well but struggle to score. No, we're going to win 4-0. I'm telling you, we're going to win 4-0. 1 second. Let's have a look. Wow. It doesn't look like there's many there, does it? I'm just asking somebody that's there to see how many people are at the protest. West Brom have beaten Wrexham 3-2. It is the final score now. So Wrexham 2, West Brom 3. Wrexham start life in the Championship with 2 back-to-back defeats. Derby 3, Coventry 5. Frank Lampard's Coventry 5-3 away from home against Derby. Wow. It's all happening. The football's back. It's back, people. Do you know what? I never, ever put them in an acca. And today I have. Am I going to be the one to let Spurs down? Where are we? I don't know what this was in regards to. Big up to you, Daniela. Big up to you. Is Eze on his way? Daniela? Could be. Enjoy your channel. Nearly midnight here in Australia. Big up to you. Happy midnight, if that's the thing. I was a big Ange supporter. Fair enough. But I believe Frank is a better coach. He absolutely is. 3-0. Saar to bag at least a goal. Keep up the good content. Thank you very much. Darren, I just assumed that all of Australia hated me. I'm being told that there was only 30 people at the protest. Wow. Only 30 people. Hey, it is what it is. Where are we? Yeah. Did West Brom win their first game? I mean, I could look it up, but, I'm doing this. Did West Brom win their first game as well? Or did they draw their first game? Where are we? Big up to, there we go, Kusied I said, hi, Sava. This team shows how poor our squad is. Absolutely. This is the squad. When people say it doesn't matter when players come in, it absolutely matters. But I still think we're going to win. I am sticking with my 4-0. 4-0. Will Sava be in the mud on game week 1? Big up for the super chat. Really appreciate you. Will this guy be in the metaphorical YouTube mud? And you guys are in the mud. All right? You guys are in the mud. Where on earth are those likes? Big up as well to Sunshine. Thank you very much, who has just sent over her viewers. Thank you very much, Sunshine. I hope you are well. Thank you. Very generous indeed. So Tottenham Hotspur are 32 minutes away from kicking off their Premier League season at home to newly promoted Burnley. What could go wrong? Nothing's going to go wrong. 4-0, says this guy. 4-0. 4-0. Please, Sava. Please be right. 4-0 I'm going with. And we'll win. People will still come on and go, Sava's in the mud, even if we won 4-0. 4-0. Anyone not saying 4-0, you're all negative. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Indeed. A poor 1-0 score to either team. No, Paul, come on. That's not the spirit. I agree, Machina Joe. I think City will win the league. By the way, Portsmouth 1, Norwich 2 is showing on the screen. I don't think it's full time yet. And a pen. Oh, no, it wasn't a penalty. It wasn't given. 1 second. Sorry, I'm just looking at the. No, that's not a penalty, mate. You've taken a dive there. No. Oldham 1, Swindon 2 is a full-time result. Exeter 1, Mansfield 2 is also a full-time result. The other games that are going on today, by the way, let's have a look. The other Premier League games that are going on today are Brighton versus Fulham. Sunderland at home to West Ham, and then the 5:30 kickoff is Wolves at home to Man City. That should be a very interesting game. Let's have a look at Sunderland's lineup, shall we? Sunderland have gone with Roos in goal, Hume, Ballard, Silt, and Mandava, Diarra, Xhaka, and Siddiqui, with Taubi, Mayenda, and Adingra. So a very new look Sunderland for their first game back. And the West Ham team is Hermanson, Todibo, Kilman, and Aguerd, with Wan-Bissaka, Ward-Prowse, Rodriguez, and Juve, with Paqueta behind Fulkrog and Bowen. Okay, that's an interesting team. In the Brighton-Fulham game, let's see the teams there. Brighton have gone with Verbruggen, Rifa, Van Heck, Dunk, and De Kuipers. Baliba and Ayari in midfield. Minte, O'Reilly, and Matoma behind Jorginho, Rutter. And Fulham have gone with Leno, Tete, Anderson, Bassi, and Cuenca. Lukic and Berg, with Iwobi, King, and Wilson behind Jimenez. So interesting days there in the Championship, by the way. Let's just have a look at the standings. I want to see what West Brom. So West Brom have played 2-1-2. West Brom have played 2-1-2. They are top. Coventry are second with 4 points after their 5-3 win. Well, they're still playing in the 98th minute, 5-3. But it looks like Lampard has picked up from where he left off last season. He did do you know what? As much as everyone has a pop at him, he did a fantastic job, didn't he, last season? But Wrexham 2, West Brom 3. So West Brom with Ryan Mason. Sorry if you can hear the dog. Sorry, bear with me a second. West Brom with Ryan Mason. Sorry, bear with me 1 second, guys. Sorry, the front door's gone and the dogs have gone mental. So bear with me 1 second. One second. So my wife and her friend have just... Is any of that for me? Yes. Boom. They've got Domino's. Oh, lovely. And some of it is for me. I just saw the front door. I looked and I'm thinking, who's that? Bloody Domino's. I'm thinking, no one's come upstairs to ask me if I want Domino's. Where are we? Let's get back to the chat with 29 minutes. The multi-channel said, I tell you what, Spurs fans would complain about anything. Listen, I'm not complaining about anything today. I haven't complained. I think it's going to be very interesting. Let's see how good these young players are, shall we? Brennan Johnson was top scorer, finished 17th. Oh, he was. Brennan Johnson. Kudos. No, he's not. Let's not be rude. I just don't understand. You know, he kind of wants to be nice to me, but then always horrible in my chat about me. It's weird. It's very, very weird. Maybe it's just his personality that I don't quite understand. Where are we? Let's catch up. Rich, yes, man. How you doing, bro? Hope you're well. Said Bergval, Gray, and BJ. Pause. Our Championship level, so might be okay. Think a draw. Well, listen, if they can't do well in this game, what game can they do well in, right? Mauler said Villa Newcastle draw suits us well. Are we at that stage of the season already after game one? Going, oh, yeah, okay. Our challengers, they've dropped 2 points. Love it. Yeah, look, this is the squad we've got. As I said, Bentancur and Paulinho the other night, taken a lot out of them. It was a backs to the wall game the other night. That midfield worked very hard. Very, very hard. How do I feel about Gray starting? Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Right, that's it. Show me, not me, show us. Show the Spurs fans. What have you got? Apologies. Look, if I don't put anything on my hair and then put a hat on, God, it looks awful, doesn't it? Show me what you've got. To all the players. We need to be throwing Basuma at West Ham plus money for Paqueta. I'd love Paqueta. I think he's a really good footballer. I think he's a really, really good footballer. Mauler said, I have faith in both Eze and Savio. Hincapie reach dream. If Tottenham get all three of them and bear with me, and Paulinho and Kudus, the best window I can remember. I'm trying to think of a better window that Tottenham would have had. I genuinely can't think of a better window Tottenham would have had. However, you are looking there at the best part of £180 million. 180 million. I've got a feeling someone's coming up the stairs right now with food for me. What is it? Absolutely lovely. I'll take that all day. Is there any dip? Oh my God, that's amazing. Look at that. I'm happy with that. I don't eat too much. Look at that. Oh, what pizza is it? I'll have one slice, please. There we go. Please bear with me, people, as I open the dip. Big up to each and every one of you. If you are new here, smash the like button. If you are new here, smash the subscribe button. And if you are new here, hit the notification bell and put in your predicted scoreline. We have got 80% so far of just short of 1,000 votes. 80% have said Spurs are going to win. 14% have gone with a draw. And 6% have gone with Burnley. 6% have gone with Burnley. I can't believe a single Spurs fan is predicting Burnley. By the way, of 950 people, 361 likes. Come on, guys. Don't want to be doing this today. Come on. Not I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be doing the likes game. Oh, there's a slice of pizza. But the mushroom will be coming off. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now suddenly I've got dogs all around me. Of course I have. Bear with me 1 second, people. Bear with me. Lovely. Right. Michael saying, sorry, late to the party. Gray, what the F? Look, Gray is a Spurs footballer. Gray is in the squad. He's going to play some minutes. These are the games where surely, if he's that good, he will shine today, right? If he's that good, he will run the midfield. Lubo's been promising me that this guy's great. I want to see it. I want to see it. Show me how good you are. Oh, look at this. Oh, food. There was. Has Richarlison ever scored a hat-trick? I don't know, is the answer to that question. Somebody can Google it and let us know. Where are we? I'm well behind on the chat. Let's go. In a 2-0 win today, said Ghosted. 2-0. I'll take it, but I want 4. Big up to you, and sorry that I'm eating, but this is about to be a 4 or 5 hour stream, which means I need to eat to keep up my energy. Right. Thank you. Don't worry, these aren't for sale, but there's just one of them in the world. Our 5th choice midfielders in England under 21 player, to be fair. Not sure what we can demand. Land the link trio and it looks strong. I can demand better than Archie Gray. Yeah, we can demand better than that. So, yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm going to completely disagree with that. He's an England under 21 player that doesn't get in the England under 21 team. So, for me, yeah, I'm not quite down with you on that one. Right. Right. Again, Odeber, Tell. Look at the money spent. Look at the money spent. And neither of them getting into this weakened team. You have to ask questions, don't you? You have to ask questions. Yeah, go on, Ryan Mason. Yeah, fair play to him. Good to see him doing well. Let's hope he can continue. I'd love him to bring them up. No, I apologize. Listen, they were so loud when the door went. They were so loud. Will TNT Sports? No, they won't be. The game won't be on live on any of the major broadcasters. You will have to find a stream somewhere or other. You really, really will. By the way, these chicken things are really good from Domino's. Is it Domino's? I think I've lied. Sorry, Pizza Hut. Not Domino's. I haven't had Pizza Hut for as long as I can remember. Yeah, I thought it was, but it's yeah. No. I can't stand Facebook. Can't stand Facebook and X and all that. No, I can't bother with all that. It's just a lot of noise, isn't it? Mbappe boy. So Sava, if you don't get your targets, do you think you'll make a desperate bid for Sancho on loan? No, I don't think we're going to go for Sancho. I don't think he's what we need at all. Sava, Burnley are playing a 5-4-1, so not really needed to have an out-and-out six-pack. Sure. Hey, I've not mocked the team. There's a lot of people who are very unhappy with it. I've not said anything bad about it. I still think we're going to win 4-0. I've got my positive Spurs hat on today, my positive hat. So I think we will. I think we will win. But the meltdown, if we don't, will be huge. Who will you prefer? Look, I really like Rodrigo. I do, but I do feel a lot is made of him. I do. I want to see what does he do coming out of Real Madrid. I really like Savio. Savio's my type of player. Savio is my type of footballer. I think he's class. So I'm going to go with Savio. Come on. Positive vibes. The new left back. Big up Sam. Or Sam. Sorry, Sam, not Sam. The new left back of Burnley, Hartman. The best play he played against in his own words is Kudos. He actually played 20 minutes against him when Ajax versus Feyenoord. He got sub bar in his slot. He got cooked. I'm not sure about living like a king. I mean, if eating Pizza Hut is living like a king, then yeah, sure, King Sava. But I mean, it's just Pizza Hut. Where are we? Savvy, I'm veg today. What do you mean today? Is it like sometimes a vegetarian, sometimes not? Yeah, smash the likes for the pizza. Do you know what? I'm not a big pizza fan. I always prefer the sides to an actual. I find pizza. There you go. This might be controversial. Anyone else find pizza gets really boring? I've got one piece here, right? I've had one mouthful of this bit of pizza and already just a bit like meh. Yeah. But maybe it's just me. Some of my mates will smash through like a great big pizza on its own. I can't do more than 2 or 3 slices. Big up to Ellie. How you doing, Ellie? Hope you're well. Are you there? Are you at the stadium? Are you at the game? How are the protests? What's going on? Just trying to see if no X anything. Oh, by the way, Yang was an unused sub for Pompey. So again, when people are saying, why did all these kids go out on loan? I think can't even get on the pitch for Pompey. What do you do? What do you do? Big up to ZJ Roche. I said, Sava, when do you think we will start looking at a striker? I don't think we've been linked with one, have we, all summer? I know there was some loose links with Calamundo, but and Wissa. But other than that, have we really pursued one? Maybe we do. Maybe another bolt out of the blue. But we've not really been in for one massively, have we? I'm not a fan of mushrooms. I like mushroom sauce. I like mushrooms in a sauce. But hey, it is what it is. Sava, I'm glad you came back on YouTube. Got to learn to ignore the trolls, though. Well, what's happened today? I haven't spoken to any trolls. Richarlison monster season incoming. Listen, we can but hope. We can but hope that a Richarlison monster season coming. He's got a great game to start off with, right? Him, Johnson, Bergvall, great. It's a great game for them to say, hey, we're the best team. You know, I want to be in the best 11. Derby have lost 5-3 at home to Coventry. So Frank Lampard there, clapping the away fans. He seems very happy. Yeah, great win for Coventry. 5-3 away at Derby. That's a big old scoreline, that. The game starts in 16 minutes. 16 minutes. So this is where we ask, if you haven't subscribed, please do. If you haven't liked, please do. And if you haven't voted in the poll, please do. Perchy wants me to ask you all a question. He said, ask this in your chat, please. Who makes more appearances this season? Richarlison or Solanke? Right now, in the chat, all I want to see is one word, either Richarlison or Solanke. Who gets more game time? Who makes more appearances this season? Solanke or Richarlison? I mean, I could sell them, but I'm sure there's not enough people that would want them to make it worth my while to get loads of them done. Solanke or Richarlison? I have got an acca on. Yes, it is Tottenham. I've broken my own rule. Tottenham, Cardiff, Bristol City, Watford, and Crewe. So, yes. And by the way, on my TV right now, they're just interviewing Mickey van der Ven. So Mickey van der Ven, God knows what he's saying, but he's saying something. Yeah, agree. Pizza is basically cheese on toast with a bit more. But yeah. It is, isn't it? It's just a crust with cheese and tomato. Yeah, you're right. And then, I'll have some ham on it. Or, yeah, absolutely. Completely agree with you. Where are we? Sava finds pizza boring. It is because you're one of them weirdos that have... Sava finds pizza boring. Is it because you're one of them weirdos that have pineapple on pizza? No, I very rarely eat pizza, and I definitely don't put pineapple on it. Pineapple is one of those things. Pineapple juice, I love it. Pineapple on its own, no. Wow. Phillips and Donnelly not starting for Stoke. Wow. Are any of our kids out on loan starting? Wow. You would have thought they would both start, right? Yeah, everyone keeps saying this about the big arch. Yeah. Anyway, away from football, let me see if I can get to the comments that were about Richarlison or Solanke. Who's going to get more game time? Here we go. Richie. If you're watching, Perchy, this is for you. Richie, Solanke, Richie, Solanke, Richie, Solanke, Richie. It's very 50-50, isn't it? Solanke, Richie, Solanke. Someone that didn't understand the game, but big up to you. Solanke. Oh, more Solanke's coming in now. Richie, Solanke, Richie. None. It can't be none. One of them's got to play more than the other one, right? It can't be none. I don't know how you work that out. Solanke, Richarlison, Richie is made of glass. Solanke, Richie. Oh, it's very, very 50-50, isn't it? Richie, Solanke, Richie. Okay, I'll be honest, I thought more people would say Solanke. I thought more people would say Solanke, but it is what it is. And thank you very much. There's just under 1,000 of you in here, so thank you. And we are on our way to 22,000. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. The link is in the chat. There you go. It's in there now as well. And it is pinned as well. And we are 13.5 minutes away from the Premier League being back for Tottenham Hotspur. And for anyone that didn't see it, we had this from Fabrizio Romano, didn't we? For anyone that's new, anyone that's joined this show in the last few minutes, Eberechi Eze has informed Palace earlier this week about his desire to join Tottenham. Talks progressing as Eze already said yes to the Spurs project, ready to make move this month. Nothing done yet, but Eze hopes for the Tottenham move. Now, this is now literally, if this doesn't get done, the fans are going to go mad, aren't they? The fans are going to go absolutely mental if this doesn't get done. Hang on. Hang on. Here we go. Telling you, the fans will go mad. The fans will go mad. I'm just getting everything prepared. I'm just getting everything prepared for the game. I've got a laptop, a TV, and the desktop all here. So it's all going on in my house. I've got Sky Sports News on. I've got the game over here on Peacock, and I've got you guys in front of me. So this is going to be good fun. And I hope you're all looking forward to the first game of the season, and hopefully I'll be able to do it justice with a good watch along for you. Sava, what do you think of my bet builder? Spurs, City, Sunderland to win, Newcastle, Brighton to draw. I fancy West Ham. I fancy West Ham to win their game. City, yes. Spurs, yes. Newcastle have drawn. Brighton at home to Fulham, right? Could well be. Could be a good bet. What are the odds you got on that, my man? What odds did you get? How much did you put down on it? Daniel, Peacock. Oh, Peacock. That's where I'm watching it. Hang on. Let's go out of full screen. Let's go back in. Hopefully it should be starting in 1 minute. Okay, yeah. So on Peacock, the game, the coverage starts in 32 seconds. So, yeah, if you've got Peacock, if anyone's got any way of getting that, that's where I've got it, the game. My weekend ACCA went first game. Girona couldn't even last 10 minutes without conceding. Oh, Girona. By the way, has Brian Hill gone anywhere yet? Is Brian Hill still at the club? We'll see. IPTV Smarters. Yep, for anyone that's got IPTV, you'll find the game there somewhere. Random. Yep. I said, big up, Sava, from a United fan down under. Keep up the hard work. Thank you. I will keep up the hard work. It is what it is. As long as you guys keep liking and subscribing and sharing the love, then I will keep up the hard work. How's that? Brian said, am I the only one concerned about playing Burnley before they've been softened after a few defeats? No, look, I mean, let's be fair. We shouldn't be worried about Burnley. We shouldn't be worried about Burnley. On Bad Boy, it said, Savio will only leave Man City if an 80 million euro price tag. You're definitely not playing that. And Eze. Well, they're talking to both clubs, so they must have the money. Surely they're talking to both clubs. They must have the money. Hang on, let me let's restart this stream. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. I think the coverage is about to start on Peacock. 1 second, people. 1 second. The coverage has started on Peacock. This is good. This is good times. Good times. Where are we? With 8.5 minutes. Season's back. 4-0. Sava deluded. Sava going to be in the mud. Who knows? It's actually got a bit cold today, isn't it? It's not very nice out there. Ash. So the issue with our loans is we did them so late. They wanted more time at their new clubs to start. I mean, maybe, sure. But, I mean, Donnelly came on in the last game, did well. I would have thought he would have started today. But, listen, they've got to play. If these guys, I think we all agree on that, Ash, right? Like, if these guys go on loan and don't get regular minutes, then it's going to be a tough one. On our loan watch, wow, here you go. So, loan watch. Perchy's given me loan watch. So, Yang was an unused sub. Valise playing tonight. Moore for Rangers later today. Ajayi's on the bench for Doncaster. Lancashire plays tomorrow for Oxford. Donnelly on the bench. Phillips on the bench. Dorrington starts. Hall on the bench. Abbott on the bench. And Yang on the bench. Wow. Doesn't speak volumes, does it? Doesn't speak volumes about our loan players. But we'll see. Maybe Ash is right. Big up, Ash. Big up. My man Ash. He's insuring. Sorry, insuring. He's assured me He's assured me that Tottenham will sign Eze and that we will sign Savio. You've assured me, Ash. If it doesn't happen, we're all blaming Ash. All right? Big up to you, my man. That soldier said Richie is R9. All right, listen, brilliant. Any player that plays for Tottenham, I want them to score goals. I don't care what I think of them. I want him today. Grab some goals. Grab some goals. Absolutely. I completely agree. Martin, completely agree with this. I do think that's going to be very biased. This is what happens. Player has one good game. Fans forget everything else. Here's Lubo. Love it. Lubo said to me, big opportunity for Archie today at home against a promoted team. My response back, let's see how good your boy is. Let's see how good your boy actually is. He's got to stand out, right? This is the games where you go, right, hang on. You're young. You didn't get much chance in your position last year. First game of the season's come around, and he's in the team. Eze Spurs is practically done, as J-Love has been telling you. No. What J-Love told us was that the deal was done and was going to be announced the moment the Charity Shield finished. That's very different to what you're now saying, which is that a deal will get done. You told us it was done and just waiting to be announced. J-Love, we'll see, mate. We'll see. Oh, dearie me. 5.5 minutes. Oh, I've got a little bit of a shudder. Come on. I'm really looking forward to this season. Come on. Really looking forward to this season. If this don't get done, stay at home, Levy. Wasn't we in for Semenyo? I think we inquired. Yeah, exactly, Paul. Exactly. This is the thing. Have I tried In-N-Out Burger? Yeah, I tried an In-N-Out Burger when I was in LA. And it was disgustingly good. It was very, very good, but like way too much. It was like, oof, I just felt, it was lovely, but I just felt yucky afterwards because there was so much of it. Big up from the US of A. Big up to you from South London. South London. Where are we? Right. Someone's asking if Solomon was on the bench today. I don't think he was. I didn't see him. But the players are in the tunnel. The players are at the tunnel. Let's have a look. Was Solomon on the bench? I don't think so. I'll just go back and have a look. No, he's injured, isn't he? Kinski. By the way, the team is Vicario in goal. Porro, Romero, Van der Ven and Spence. Gray and Starr in midfield with Bergval pushing on. On the right will be Kudus. On the left will be Johnson. And up front is Richarlison. The bench is Kinski, Danso, Paulinho, Tell, Vuskovic, and Solanke. As I'm just going to turn my chair so I'm a bit more in line with the game than you lot. Actually, I should probably be half at the moment, right? So that is the team. That is the team. Now, can you just do me the courtesy, guys? When the game starts, you don't all need to tell me every 5 seconds that I'm in front or I'm behind, or it doesn't matter. I can only start my timer based on this game. What I will say as well, there's a lot of people that don't get to watch, right? And that rely on people like me doing this so that they can find out what's going on. So please, no fake scores in the chat. Any fake scores in the chat, and I will block people. Please don't do it. Big up to you, Alvis. I can't wait for Sava commentary again this season. I'm not watching the games. I can't find any streams or anything for it. So relying on you, Sava. No pressure. Well, there you go. Like I just said, no pressure. J-Love saying, right? Saying that the Eze deal was done and would be announced after the Charity Shield is very different to Spurs being in talks with Eze. I'm not going to give you credit because you've said that a deal is done when it's clearly not. If it was done, he'd be a Spurs player, but it's not done. Not yet, anyway. Right. Where are we? The players are coming out. I've got to make sure that I put Sky Sports News in line with my TV as well. So Here we go. The team news again. Tottenham line up with Vicario in goal. Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, Spence. A midfield two of Bergvall and Gray. A very young midfield. Bergvall and Gray. The three in front of them will be Johnson, Sarr, and Kudus. And up front will be Richarlison. This app's telling me Kudus on the left. I think it will probably be on the right. But let's see. We'll see immediately as they line up which side he's going to start on. And Richarlison is your number 9 for today, ladies and gentlemen. Richarlison is your number 9. Kinski, Danso, Paulinho, Tell, Vuskovic, Solanke, Odeberg, Bentancur, and Ben Davis. The Burnley team, Scotty Parker is the manager, great player. Dubravka in goal. A back four of Walker. Bear with me, I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. Walker, Esteve, Ekdal, and Hartman, who's got the greatest name, Quilinski. The midfield two will be Josh Laurent and Josh Cullen, the two Joshes in central midfield. The three in front of them will be Sone, Hannibal Maybury, and Jaden Anthony. And up front will be Lyle Foster. So those are your two teams. The substitute bench for Burnley is as follows. It is Max Vibe, Worrell, Brun Larson, Ogachukwu, Edwards, Chulner, Fleming, Ramsey, and Lucas Perez. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've waited all summer. But we're back. We are back. We're about to kick off. If you haven't smashed the like button, please do. Don't be tight. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 likes again tonight. So far, only on 488. Big up to you guys for doing that. Really appreciate it. Let's have a look. The Spurs players are... I don't know if there's going to be a minute's silence for something, maybe. I'm guessing there'll be a minute's silence. I'm guessing this is going to be for Jota, right? If there is, I would very much like to observe this as well. So please, just 1 minute where we don't talk. There we go, guys. Sorry, I just thought it really important. Really important. It was for Jota. It is 3 o'clock. It is the first Saturday of the season, and Tottenham Hotspur are about to kick off their first game of the season against Burnley. Who's sending me what? Oh, we're hearing that Eze could be out of the Crystal Palace squad this weekend. So, so Romano confirming the Spurs want Savio and Eze. Right. It is what it is. Hopefully, we're about to get the game off and underway. Here we go, guys. This is what we've been waiting for. Bergvall looks like he's going to get the game underway for Spurs. Here we go. And we are off and underway. The Premier League season has started. Please, in the chat, no fake scores. Please, no fake scores. As Tottenham come forward with Porro. Ball whipped in. It's gone all the way over to Brennan Johnson on the left. Johnson dinks it back across and just over Bergvall's head. Here's Kudus, puts it back in. Here's Bergvall, shoots, and a save, a nice quick start for Tottenham Hotspur. A nice quick start for Tottenham here inside the first 30 seconds. Johnson's cross just a tad above Bergvall. The ball then fell to Kudus, who has started on the right. He put a good ball into Bergvall, who turned, shot, saved by Dubravka. Stoke are winning 1-0 at Sheffield Wednesday in the first minute. Million Manhoff, corner kick, Kudus whips it in. Bergvall, shot, blocked. Johnson, awful shot, high and over the bar. So a quick start from Tottenham in the first minute here against Burnley. Bergvall did really well, took the ball down inside the 6-yard box, got his shot away, and then Dubravka in goal, just stopping that, and the ball goes out, went out for a corner kick. So Barnet 0, Walsall 1 for anyone that cares, and Grimsby are winning 1-0 as well. An own goal in the first minute of that game. So the Burnley goal kick goes straight out of play for a Spurs throw-in. Spurs throw-in down the right-hand side. And again, please, no fake scores. I won't be bringing as many comments up during the game for obvious reasons, because obviously I'm watching the game. But thank you very much. And listen, I'm glad that we all get to watch this together. Here's Archie Gray, the deepest of the midfielders at the moment, gives it to Christian Romero. Romero goes back across to Mickey van der Ven, and now he plays it out wide to Spence, and Spurs have definitely started on the front foot here. Here's Jed Spence, cuts in on to his right foot, gives it to Archie Gray. Now the ball at the feet of Romero. Everyone inside the Burnley half right now. Here's Archie Gray again. Burnley have dropped immediately into kind of two blocks of 5, if you will. Here's Pedro Porro, slips, got his ball across, and then it's played out for a throw-in to Tottenham Hotspur. So Blackpool 0, Huddersfield 1 for anyone that cares about the League One. Blackpool 0, Huddersfield 1 in League One. So a decent start from Spurs here. We started quite lively as Pedro Porro takes the throw in, short into Bergvall, back into Pedro Porro, back to Bergvall. Bergvall's got time, whips in a really good cross, but Dubravka comes out, takes it cleanly. So Tottenham, everything being played in the Burnley half as you would expect. Wouldn't it be great to get a nice early goal? By the way, anyone asking where I'm watching it on Peacock. I'm watching it on Peacock. So a corner kick to Tottenham. 3 minutes and 45 seconds gone. It's going to be Kudus again. He's got a lovely delivery. Let's see if he does this time. Kudus puts the ball right into the 6-yard box. This one's easily cleared, though. Porro gets it back to Sarr. Sarr gives it to Kudus, who whips in a ball deep. It's gone all the way over to Romero. He pulls it back. Brennan Johnson couldn't get his shot away. It goes to Jed Spence. It's all Spurs, as you would imagine. Here's Sarr into Porro, back to Sarr, back to Porro. It's all Tottenham. It is all Tottenham. Now back to Spence. It's all Tottenham. Burnley have not left their half for the entire game. It's only 4.5 minutes old, but Burnley have not left their half. Here's Archie Gray. Gives it to Romero. Lincoln are 1-0 up against Plymouth, and Wigan are 1-0 up against Peterborough. But here's Mickey van der Ven. Goes down the line to Jed Spence. Jed Spence cuts in on his right, as you would expect, to Gray. Gray to van der Ven. Van der Ven going to drive forward down the left-hand side. And the tackle was a good tackle, but the ball has come off of Van der Ven, and it's a throw-in to Burnley. So Burnley, this is the first chance for them to really, really get the game going. I'm just making sure I'm in line with Sky Sports time. Everyone's saying Brighton goal. I've not seen it yet. Oh, is it VAR? Okay. There's Scotty Parker. Just being shown here. Big up to each and every one of you watching. Smash that like button, people. Really do. These are very hard for YouTubers to do watch-alongs, by the way. As the ball bounces around in the Spurs box, shot. He's dribbled right the way through. And that's the first time that Burnley have got into the Spurs penalty area. The header was won by Van der Ven, but it found its way through. And the shot, went wide. Now here's Jed Spence flying forward. Gives the ball to Johnson. Johnson to Gray. It'd be interesting to see if Johnson can do anything up against Kyle Walker. Preston 1, Leicester 0. Alfie Devine. Alfie Devine has scored for Preston, everybody. I'm sure you probably already know that. But Alfie Devine has scored for Preston. Alfie Devine, 1-0. Still Sunderland 0, West Ham 0 as well in that game. Here's Romero into Sarr's feet. He gives it to Kudus. He can now run. They've got 3 men on him. 3 men on Kudus. But he gets away with the ball and lays it back into the path of Porro. He gave it to Romero. And now Romero can go across to Mickey Van der Ven. Van der Ven out to Jed Spence. He thought about putting the ball into Johnson, but he didn't. Now it's at Romero's feet. He plays a great ball into Sarr. A tackle came in. Here's Archie Gray, and Spurs are going to have all the football here, aren't they? Here's Jed Spence. Brennan Johnson, one-on-one with his man. Johnson, that is absolutely atrocious. He's not a good player, honestly. Bromley 0, Fleetwood 1. My team, Bromley, my closest team, Bromley. Bromley 0, Fleetwood 1. And MK Dons 1, Cheltenham 0. According to Copilot by Microsoft, the win probability is 65% to Tottenham. So, ball launched forward. Romero, silly foul to give away by Romero. He's so rash. Don't need to do that. Just put his arm across the two. There's no need to do that, is there? Anyway. Yeah, Alfie Devine. Yeah, look, again. Just, yeah. Anyway, Bromley 0, Fleetwood 1. As I just said, Bolton scored for Fleetwood in the 8th minute. And in Scotland League 1, Cove Rangers 1, Montrose 1. Anyway, free kick to Burnley. Inside the Spurs half. Looks like they're going to play this deep to the back post. To the back of the area, sorry. Really well won by Jed Spence. But it's picked up here. Cross whipped in. It's gone all the way over. But the referee has given a foul for something. And it's a Tottenham free kick inside their own penalty area. So here's Christian Romero bringing the ball out from the back. Archie Gray is right on top of him. No need to be there, Archie. Way too deep. Van der Ven back to Romero. Big up. We've just got 1,000 inside the place. So big up to all of you. Thank you very much. There's the ball down the line. He's asking a lot of Kudus there. But the ball's gone back into Kudus from Sarr. He's got 2 men on him. He's got Cullen for company. Goes past Cullen. Whips the ball across brilliantly. There's Richie. 1-0 Spurs. Great cross. Great volley from Richie. And Spurs are 1-0 up inside the opening 10 minutes. What a great cross and what a great finish from Watchalong. Tottenham Hotspur 1. Burnley 0. My 4-0 is on. Come on, the 4-0. Come on, the 4-0. Really, really good cross from Mohamed Kudus. He did really well. He did really well because when he first got the ball, the defender got the toe in, but he still won it back, took on his man with a drop of the shoulder. Great ball across, and on the half volley, good finish from Richie. Lovely finish. I don't want my centre back to be rash at all. No. Great finish from Watchalong. Inside 10 minutes, Tottenham 1, Burnley 0. It was set up for a strike. That's a striker's dream, isn't it? Roughly on the penalty spot. The ball bounced. Lovely height. Richarlison swept it home. Tottenham 1, Burnley 0. Tottenham 1, Burnley 0. And Richarlison gets his season off to a flyer. 1-0. 1-0. Really good goal. Really good goal. Good cross. Good volley. What's not to like about that? So Tottenham 1-0 up against Burnley. Now let's take them to the sword. Here's Van der Ven. Burnley are 10 men behind the ball here, and they are at the moment struggling to get out of their half, which is good news for us. Yeah, my fantasy points. Yeah, Kudus with the finish. Here's Bergvall. Plays the ball back out wide to Kudus, who is the danger man, isn't it? Here you go. There's the ball whipped in by Porro. Richarlison went up for the header. And I think it's a goal kick. But Kudus is the danger guy. They're getting the ball out to him. For me, the levels of Kudus compared to anyone else is huge. That's why I wanted him. That's why I wanted him. Really good footballer. Tottenham 1, Burnley 0. He's my 4-0 on. So, free kick given against Jed Spence here for the foul on Josh Laurent. By the way, still Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 0. Southend are winning 1-0 against Tamworth. Southend are winning 1-0. So Burnley are going to take this free kick from the right-hand side. Blackpool have equalised, by the way, against Huddersfield. Here is the free kick going to be taken. I think that's Josh Cullen who's going to take it. The ball is whipped in. And the header harmlessly over the bar by Jadon Anthony. And now Tottenham can go quickly. Here's Pedro Porro flying down the right wing. Gives it to Mohamed Kudus. Takes a touch. Strong play. And he's bundled to the floor for a free kick. I really like Kudus. I think he's such a good player. Really do. He scored a hat-trick for Brazil, did he? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I wasn't sure on that one. Here's Jed Spence. Plays the ball into Archie Gray. And then Archie Gray loses the ball, but Bergvall wins it back. And now he's lost it and it got out for a throw into Burnley. So Tottenham 1, Burnley 0. So I believe as it stands, Tottenham are second in the Premier League table. I believe that we're probably below Liverpool on goal difference. Oh, absolutely. Add Savio instead of Johnson and add Eze instead of Bergvall. And that it's just oh my God, it'd be amazing. For anyone asking, I'm watching this on Peacock. It's on Peacock. Anyway, corner kick here to Burnley. Come on, Spurs. Let's make sure we deal with this. Good ball, whipped in, headed away by Richie, and then the volley from the edge of the box, high and wide. MK Dons 2-0 up against Cheltenham. Alex Gilby with a goal. As Romero plays a really nice dinked ball over to Jed Spence. Jed Spence driving down the line, plays a ball down the line, saw what he was trying to do, but put way too much on that. Put way too much on that, and it's gone into the arms of Dubravka. There's Papa Sarr. Good tackle in the midfield to win it off him, though. And here's Jaden Anthony, goes down to Lyle Foster, who is offside, and the Spurs back four, all in one go, put their arm up to say offside, and they got the decision. My new beard? What do you mean my new beard? You mean I've just had it shaped? My new beard. Oh, mate, yeah. Yeah, Gary, you're not off, mate. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well. Here's Mickey van der Ven. Goes back to Vicario. Now it's Christian Romero. And then the ball is closed down by Jaden Anthony, and the ball goes out for a throw into Tottenham on the right-hand side. Whew. So 1-0 Spurs, 86% possession so far. And here's Kudus. Every time Kudus gets it, he has 2 or 3 men around him. Every time. Anyway, here's Van der Ven. Spence. And his ball is cut out by Carl Walker. And the ball is at the feet of Dubravka. So, game 1. 1 goal for Richie. 1 assist for Kudus. And it was a lovely work goal between them. Here's Romero over to Van der Ven. He goes back into Vicario. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, second in the table. Yeah, yeah. At the moment, right? At the moment. Let's have that up, shall we? Let's see. I normally have that up during the season. As it stands, Tottenham Hotspur are second in the table. Liverpool are top. Spurs are second, followed by Villa, Brighton, Fulham, Newcastle, Sunderland, and West Ham. Obviously, loads of the game to go, but Tottenham are second in the Premier League table. So 19 minutes gone. A free kick to Burnley. Out on the left-hand side. Spurs have got a good defensive shape here on the edge of the box as the ball's whipped in, left-footed, headed away by Van der Ven. Now the ball goes out wide to, I think this is Josh Loren. Watford in the Acca. Go on, the Acca. Watford in the Acca. Watford in the Acca. Anyway, ball played down the line by Burnley and well defended and safely marshalled back to Vicario. Here's Papasar. That's a great comment, that. Look at this. Kudus has a torso of titanium. Like that. A torso of titanium. Here's Kudus down on the right-hand side. Crosses on his left, all the way through to Bergvall, who couldn't quite reach the cross. But as he stretched, he actually fouled the Burnley player. But again, Kudus is the danger man. So, Tottenham 1, Burnley 0. Not too much has happened in the last 5 minutes. But we're winning 1-0. There were lots of people who said it will be 0-0 and we won't score a goal. So we're winning 1-0. And Crew are winning 1-0 as well. Crew versus Crawley. Come on, Crew. They're in my ACCA for anyone that cares. And Watford are 2-0 up. As a shot from the edge of the box straight into the throat of Vicario. So Watford are 2-0 up. Crew are 1-0 up. Here's Richie holding the ball up to Spence. I think he thought that Johnson had gone wide, but he'd actually gone inside. And then the ball ended up being given away. Now here's Lyle Foster. Josh Cullen gives it to Carl Walker, who's had a shot from about 30 yards, way high and over the bar. So, Spurs 1, Burnley 0. Not too much happened in the last few minutes for Spurs, but you're 1-0 up as the ball goes into Richie. He can't hold it up. It's bounced straight back. And then the shot is blocked. Burnley just having a few minutes of the ball. Here's Archie Gray. A bit of a hospital pass to start. I'll be honest, Gray's not really got in it for me yet. I don't want to be harsh. It's early doors, but for me, he's not really got in it. And when he has, he looks very sloppy, I would say, on the ball, Archie Gray. No, I'm not worried about. No. I'm worried about some of the bigger boys that we play. Again, that's what Savio and Eze will hopefully bring to the party. But again, yeah, listen, Archie Gray for me, not really got to grips with the game yet. Gray just for me looks very nervous whenever he gets the football. Here's Mickey van der Ven. Dinks the ball over to Jed Spence. He's now got some grass to run into. He's still going. He's played in Brennan Johnson, who's done well initially. What you got, Brennan? Lays it back to Spence. Now Bergvall. Haven't seen him on the ball for a while. He gives it to Gray. Gray plays it across to Romero. He goes across to Porro, but it wasn't a good ball, and the ball ended up going out of play. Not a good ball from Romero there. Quite wasteful, to be honest. So, Josh Cullen just having a word with the referee. And a foul was given against Lyle Foster, that's why. Salford are 2-0 up against Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Exactly. Right, there's a ball into Richarlison. And again, he is, he's so frustrating, Richie, isn't he? His hold-up play. We've won it back through Papa Sarr, who's driving forward with a ball now. We're desperately lacking a playmaker here, aren't we? We're desperately lacking a number 10. Here's Jed Spence out on the left. Bergval gives the ball to Archie Gray. He plays it across to Christian Romero. Now every Burnley player is back inside their own half. And again, Romero. Awful pass again from Christian Romero. And now Burnley are in, are they? As the shot flies high over the bar. Romero's been really sloppy. Really, really sloppy these last 5 minutes. That's the third pass that has just gone stray. I mean, he's looking like that. I mean, I don't know what you were doing there, Christian. It was really poor. Big up, Seven. Big up to you. Yeah, really, really sloppy play there from Christian Romero twice inside a couple of minutes. Got to be better than that. And now it's going to be a corner kick to Burnley. It's not been taken yet, by the way. If I go quiet, it means nothing's happening. It's not been taken yet. The referee's just having a word with Josh Cullen again. Now the corner kick's going to be taken from the right-hand side. Whipped in, left-footed, and Vicario comes, punches it away. Burnley should get this probably back into the box. They're going to attempt to now. They haven't. Spencer's held his man up well. Now it's going to come in the box. It's dinked across. It's gone. Burnley player got there first, and the header goes straight at Vicario. All got a bit sloppy the last 5-10 here. I mean, the last 5 or 10 as well. Richie's not holding the ball up front, and Romero's giving it away at the back. Got to be a little bit more. Got to be a little bit more careful in our play here. Agreed. You've got to. If you're playing up front on your own, you've got to be able to hold on to these balls that Richarlison hasn't done so far today. Maxim, that's what I say. Everyone raves about him. You can't just show up in the big games. You've got to, these games are important as well. And he's been really sloppy today. Really sloppy. See, look at the difference. When the ball goes into Kudus, look at the difference in him holding the ball up. Given away by Porro there. Burnley have a shot and it goes wide. And at the moment, Burnley are the team doing the running here. Unfortunately, he is. It just seems to be bypassing in the game. It's still early days. Here's Kudus again. Look how good he is at holding the ball up. And then sweeps a wonderful pass to Spence. Kudus, again, when you watch the ability in their feet, Kudus compared to the others is just top draw. And the ball fired in, but the Burnley defender gets the header back to Dubravka. Really well done by Sarr. He's won the ball back. And now can he shoot? No, he kind of did give it to Kudus, but didn't at the same time. Here's Romero, one-on-one, at the other end with Foster. Romero's holding him up. Other players are coming to join in. And in the end, Spurs get enough bodies back. And I think Christian Romero's given away another free kick. I've not been impressed with Romero at all today. I think this is one of those games where he just looks sloppy. And this is why I constantly being told he's class. This is why I never put him in that bracket. He just looks miles off it at the moment, Romero. And you're right. We don't have a midfield. I think when they both get fit, I think Bentancur and Paulinho will be the two that start. So a free kick in a dangerous area for Burnley. I don't think he's done anything. I'll be honest. I've not seen him do anything yet. I'm not saying he's playing badly. I've not really seen him do a lot. Not really seen him do loads. Anyway, free kick here to Burnley. Hannibal's going to take it, and it's gone way high over the bar. I think you might get away with Graham Bergvall in this game. I do think if we play better teams, that can't be the midfield. I think Thomas Frank will know that. Big up, my man. Don't worry, guys. We've got Lyle Foster up top. You're a Burnley fan. Big up to you. Anyway, here's Christian Romero. Gives the ball to Pap Sarr. It's been pretty dead for the last 10, 15 minutes from Spurs. But here's a good ball out wide by Sarr to Porro. Porro's going to whip it in, and the defender slices it clear. Van der Ven then wins it back. Here's Archie Gray. Gives it to Sarr. Sarr plays it over to Spence. He goes one more, does he? Yes, he does, to Brennan Johnson, who's been anonymous. Let's be brutally honest. Gives the ball to Bergvall. Now Spence. Spence into Sarr. And then Richie again. Richie is so frustrating. And now here's Jaden Anthony. Really well tracked back by Mohamed Kudus. And he wins the tackle. And it's a throw-in to I was going to say West Ham, to Burnley. So here's Burnley with Josh Cullen, dinks the ball in, cleared by Mickey van der Ven. And Richarlison did better that time. Then a really good ball to Bergvall. Bergvall plays it down the line to Archie Gray, who you're not going to beat Kyle Walker in a foot race. And yeah, not really enjoyed Graham Bergvall's performance so far, if I'm honest. And again, as we said, the drop off from the other two midfielders is huge. Yeah, proper footballer, proper technical, skillful. He's a footballer. It's what I like in a player. I don't like all this bigging up of young players that haven't done anything yet. I like proper seasoned pros that are technical. Here's Mickey van der Ven. Burnley pressing well. Here's Bergvall. Good turn from him now. Now he's driving forward. This is better from Bergvall. What you got? He's still got it. And then lays it. Really good play by Bergvall. That's nice from him. Now Porro whips it across. And it's headed away. I think that's by Esteve. No, sorry, not Esteve. Is it I can't remember his name. Adlek? Can't remember his name. Now the ball goes into Richie. Headed clear again. This time it was by Esteve. The ref says play on as the player goes down. Here's Porro, goes back to Romero. Just keep getting it to Kudus. Here's Sarr. Plays it across to Jed Spence. Tries to get his cross in. That's blocked. Keep getting it out to Kudus. That's what I do. Here's Mickey van der Ven. Romero. Gives it to Porro. He goes into Kudus. Kudus holds the ball up. And then in the end, between the two of them, they get a tackle in. It's a throw into Tottenham Hotspur. So now the ball out wide to Romero. Romero's pass again, given straight away. I think Romero's looked absolutely dreadful. And luckily, Mickey van der Ven uses his pace there to get Romero out of trouble. I think he has been dreadful. Yeah, again, Romero is not having a good game at the back there at all. Lots of poor passing. Oh, Mark, I do. I don't like it when people big up these average footballers. I get frustrated by it. Anyway, throw in. It's gone over everybody. It's fallen to the feet of Richie, who lays the ball off to Papasar. Here's Pedro Porro. Yeah, Romero's the one putting us in trouble, guys. Romero's the one putting us in trouble. I think he's been all right. I don't really know. I think again, he's okay. He's okay. He doesn't do anything for me where I go, wow. Here's Kudus. Lays the ball off to Jed Spence, who shoots high and wide. Yeah, it's not been the greatest first half, but hey, we're 1-0 up. I think that he will make a change. Yeah, Alex, I agree. It has been very poor from Romero so far. Sarr losing the ball now. Yeah, we need something here, don't we? We need a little bit of a spark from someone. Need a bit of a spark. Because at the moment, nothing's really happening. Here's Hannibal. Burnley trying to work the ball into the box. Spurs have kept them out so far. Here's Hannibal. Twisting and turning. And then Porro and Kudas between them. Get the ball off him. And now Sarr into Kuda, into Porro. Porro goes down to Bergval, who just lost his footing, and the ball goes to Burnley. Yeah, listen, I feel like this game has showed us what we already knew, right? This game has showed us that we need quality. Hang on, Burnley working the ball into the box here, and then I don't know what was Vicario doing. He certainly couldn't see it. He just said I couldn't see it. Looked like it was going to be easy, but again, can we all for all the people that keep telling me about Brennan Johnson being our top scorer? I'm sorry. Sorry, Johnson. It's like playing with 10 men again. So a corner kick to Burnley. Whipped in. It's gone over everybody. And now the ball's gone back to Hannibal, who goes back to... Oh, no, he doesn't. I thought he was going to go back to Carl Walker, but he doesn't. He goes out wide left. And now the ball swept in by Hannibal all the way to the back of the penalty area, and then a foul given away by Ekdal. And it's a Tottenham free kick. And look, I don't know if we're leggy from the other night, but we need quality. We need some quality quickly. I have serious lag on my timer. What do you mean? Well, have I got serious lag on my timer? What does that mean? It's not lagging. It's just it's the time I'm watching the game. Here's Archie Gray. Gives the ball to Porro. Porro, good ball along to Bergval. Oh, Bergval, hold on to it. Hold on to the ball. Just keeps bouncing back at us. Keeps bouncing back at us. Gotta do better there, Bergval. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. There's no surprise for me. Yeah, Kuva. Hang on. Burnley in a break here. Here's Carl Walker. He's played it across, and luckily his cross wasn't very good at all. Burnley are asking for a penalty for Jaden Anthony going down. The ref's not going to give that. And now here's Archie Gray. Almost pulled out the tackle there. Yeah, Kuva. I think for me, I think we're seeing what we knew. We need quality. We need quality. As I said, in the games where we have more of the football, we don't have the quality in those forward areas. We just don't, other than Kudos. Yeah, honestly, with Brennan Johnson, it literally is like playing with 10 men. He offers nothing. You watch in a minute, he'll tap in and we'll go, there you go. But he offers nothing as a footballer. As Gray gives away a free kick in the midfield. Anyway, Walker fires a free kick to the back post. It's fired across by the Burnley player. That should be that. I think the referee is going to blow the halftime whistle. He has. It is 1-0 to Tottenham. Let me just set the timer and 1 second. Let's just get this timer sorted. Five words for me. Still not enough bloody quality. We need quality. We need quality. We need quality. Kudus is the standout. Kudus is the standout, right? But we need quality, and they need to get this Savio and Eze deal done very quickly. No, not having this. No, I just don't think Gray's a very good player. Sorry. I don't think it's anything to do with the system. He is, I just don't know. Bergval, I think, is a decent player. Gray, for me, is terrible. Sorry, I'm going to say it. People are going to hate me for saying it. I just don't think he's good enough at all. I really, really don't think he's good enough at all. But it is 1-0 at halftime. Not being a collector's item, I don't think anyone expected that it was going to be free-flowing football. When you've got Brennan Johnson, when you've got Ritchie, when you've got Bergval, Gray, I'm not really expecting us to be free-flowing. But I do think if we bring on a Bentancur, it could change things. I think we'll see an uplifting quality. We might not, by the way. I'm not saying that. I don't know that he's coming on, but I think we do need a little uplift of quality. We really, really do. Alex said I'd sub on Paulinho for Gray, Odegaard for Johnson, and potentially Solanke for Ritchie. Look, I think Ritchie's been really poor with his hold-up play. Great finish, really good goal. Can't take that away from him. But as a centre forward, you've got to hold the ball up. You know what I mean? If you are playing up top on your own, he needs to be the guy that brings others into the game. He's done it a few times, but more often than not, that ball is bouncing straight back to us. If we go through the team, Vicario, I don't think's really had a lot to do. Nothing wrong with his game so far. Porro, I think, has done really well. I think Van der Ven's done really well. Spence, steady. Romero, for me, has been the absolute worst at the back. Absolute by a mile. I think he's been dreadful today. Gray, just anonymous. Looks scared of the football, almost. Looks scared of the football. The thing is, for me, when I watch a young player play, I look and I say, what are the qualities there that the manager needs to get out? And I can see it with Bergval. Whilst I don't think he's anywhere near it, I can see it, right? Likes to drive with the ball. He can drop his shoulder and go past people. He's busy, gets around, he's confident. When you watch Gray, his passing's not very good. His positioning isn't good. I don't know what he does. I really don't think he is taking this opportunity at all. And I wouldn't expect him to start against better teams. Sar's been decent. Nothing amazing. I think he's been decent. Brennan Johnson, absolute ghost. I don't know what he does. He's an absolute ghost. Ritchie, as we said, great finish. That's what strikers are on there for. But got to hold up the ball better. And for me, Kudus has been the star man. Whenever he gets the ball, you can see a little bit of panic in the fullback. And for me, he's the best player on the pitch for Tottenham Hotspur. Freddie, how you doing, man? How you doing? Hope you're well. Yes. Yes, you are right. Johnson has done nothing. Johnson has done absolutely nothing. But Tottenham are 1-0 up. And listen, I would absolutely love my 4-0 to come to fruition, but probably more likely maybe a 2-0 at this stage. But if Spurs keep the sloppy passes like Romero's doing at the back and Gray giving the ball away in midfield, Burnley do look dangerous at times. They do look dangerous. Let me see the chat. 5 words. Where are we? Let's Do I think any of the newly promoted teams can stay up? I do. I'd like one of them to. Otherwise, it gets a bit boring, doesn't it? Do I think they can? I don't think Burnley will. Do Sunderland or Leeds have the goals? Do they have the goals to stay up? That's the question I'll ask. Do they have the goals? Ansav's saying get Odegaard on. Listen, I'd prefer Odegaard over Brennan Johnson. I don't think he's done anything at all. Let's have a look. This is as painful as I expected. Yeah, listen, I don't think look, I'm going to go overboard about it. I don't think really any of us should have been expecting anything amazing. You know, we've got no playmaker out there. You know what I mean? Like, there's no Madison. There's no Kulusevski. There's no ball playing midfielder. We need quality. And that is why Spurs are looking, right, at Savio and Eze. We need them now. Johnson and Gray are bad. Ash saying, yeah, we need Eze. Oh, sorry, bear with me. Oh, gosh, that came out of nowhere, that yawn. Sorry. We need Eze and Savio big time. We can't sustain attacks with these players currently. No, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. The ball's going up top. It bounces straight back. Ball's going up top. It bounces straight back. I agree. Where are we? Hang on. Look. Gray was bad, guys, to be honest. It wasn't bad. Every pass, he looks shaky. He's losing the ball. He's getting caught out. He's not strong. Sorry, mate. I can't agree with that. I think he's been really poor again. Yeah, I agree with that. Nice goal. Then the game got boring. I could say it till I'm blue in the face. We need quality. This shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. We need quality. We need quality. Where are we? Let me have a look. Oh, got a couple of super chats. Thank you very much. Big up Rob Welsh, who has said, come on, you Spurs. That's all. Big up to you, Rob. Really appreciate that, my man. Thank you very much indeed. Very generous. And big up to Blaine. Very, very generous. Big up Sava. You can still see a little of the hangover from an Ange system. VDV bailout and some shaky passing. Porro, Kudus and Bergval being very good. Gray still not ready for this level. He needs a loan. We really need a second. Look, I think we need a second. Absolutely. I agree. Gray is not ready for this level. Gray, for me, should... I've said this before. I keep getting shot down for it. This boy should be out on loan, playing 90 minutes week in, week out at a lower level. I genuinely don't think he's a Premier League midfielder, but hey, I get shot down for it. Big up, Blaine. Always very generous, my man. So thank you very much for that. And you guys in the chat, come on. We should be getting to 1,000 likes in this stream. We've had over 16,500 views and only 649 likes. Let's smash that button, please. And also, if you haven't subscribed already, please, during the halftime interval, please do smash that button, as we are 400 odd away from 450, away from 22,000. So I'll put that link in again. Look, who's been the worst player on the Spurs team for you this half? Johnson, Romero, Gray. Who's been the worst and who's been the best? So I want the best and the worst for you so far. The best and the worst. Big up, yeah, Lee. Absolutely. He does. He keeps giving the ball away. It's sloppy. Got to do better. Got to do better. You're the captain. You're a World Cup winner. Stop giving the ball away. They have 2 on Kudus. As they know, we have nothing else. Agreed. Now imagine that's Eze and Savio with him. Now imagine that 3. Kudus, Eze, Savio. Oof. Oh, he's got absolutely freezing. Yeah, listen, I wasn't expecting free flowing. I do still think we've got some goals in us. Gray is so underwhelming. I do agree. I think he is very underwhelming. I know he's young, but we can't keep doing this. We're in the Premier League. He's very, very underwhelming. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hey, it is what it is. Who's going to come on? Are there going to be any substitutions at half-time? Give me the answers to all these questions, people. And big up, there's been a few super chats as well. Thank you very much. Very generous half-time, people. Cowboy Spurs said, with all the data, surely Frank can see BJ's output. I'm sure he could. Listen, Frank wants Savio, right? I think Frank knows that Odegaard, Tell, and Johnson are not the level. Let's be brutally honest. He knows. Otherwise, we wouldn't be going tooth and nail for Savio. But yeah, listen, look, for me, as I said, when he grabs the odd goal here or there, Johnson, it covers over the cracks with fans, doesn't it? Big up to you, Cowboy Spurs. Big up to Cat Funt. Has anyone heard from Sean and the other 19 protesters? Well, Sean's at the game. Sean is at the game. So you won't hear from him at the moment. Big up to you, Cat Funt. Really appreciate that. Emma Morton with another super sticker. Always very generous. Thank you, Emma. Really, really do appreciate you more than you know. So thank you for that. And big up to Super Early Birds, who said 3 more goals to come. Well, for my 4-0 to be correct, we need a goal. I'm just hoping we don't go all Spursy and concede an early goal and make this a tougher game than it needed to be. Let's see. Big up to you. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Let's see. It's a bit harsh, Sava, regarding Gray, but it's your opinion, mate. I always hear it's harsh, but every game I watch him, I don't know what he does. I genuinely don't know what he does, if I'm honest. Sava, who are you going to blame now that Ange has gone? Blame for what? What am I blaming what on? Really weird when people still talking about Angepostecoglou. Get over it. Kuva, big up, bro. Said, I still maintain we need leadership on the pitch. Romero, Cleary. I agree with you. We need someone who rallies the troops after being hurt. But he's put in a lackluster, sloppy performance. I completely agree with you. I agree with you. I think he's just the best option of a bad bunch of leaders, right? But I agree. Spot on, Sava. Gray got his chance and clearly shown he's a championship level. He should be loaned out. No, I really wish he was better than he is. I just don't see it. Lubo's tried to convince me for 18 months now that this boy is special and I'm going to see it. So far, I've never seen it. Where are we? Let's catch up to the chat. Oh, another couple of super chats. Very generous indeed. Big up. I think this is Mark. I think. Big up, Sparky Spurs. Really appreciate you. Thank you very much indeed. Really appreciate that. Very generous indeed. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. And also Lee, very generous. I said these types of teams is why we need Savio and Eze. Look, we could say this till we're blue in the face. There's not enough quality, right? Son got a bit older. The quality went and now he's gone. We've not replaced it. Madison, we've not replaced it. Kulu, we've not replaced it. You've got to have these players that all contributed goals and assists. You've got to replace them with quality. And so far we haven't, but let's all hope that's what we're doing this week. We've got to hope that that's what we're doing this week, right? If we don't, then again, it's very, very underwhelming from Tottenham Hotspur. Johnson and Gray, 85 million. No, don't. It upsets me. It really does upset me. The think that money that's been spent on those two. And then you add in Tell for 35, 40 million. You add in Odegaard for 30 million. We do spend a lot of money, don't we? We do spend a lot of money badly. Tell Lubo Gray is crap. 5 words. Oh, wow. I agree. That's the worrying thing for me, Soul Sniper, that he wasn't giving it away under pressure. He was just giving it away in general. The players are out. It looks like I don't think there's going to be any subs at the moment. It looks like he's going to go with the same. I suspect that will probably change on about the half-hour mark. But let's see. Some cracking games today. 1 goal scored. We're the only team in the Premier League that scored in the 3 o'clocks. Brilliant. Brilliant. Look, we are going to get the game back and underway in a minute, guys. I don't think there has been any substitutions. Hasn't been any substitutions as of yet, as Frank goes back to his bench and he's sitting there with Justin Cochran. He's Radu Dragasine coming down the tunnel. You see Ben Davis there. You can see Luka Vuskovic is there as well. Yeah, it looks like it's the same. But yeah, I can't see. I don't think there's any changes. No changes to the Tottenham 11. And it looks like Porro and Vicario are doing all the talking there. Yeah, again, not Romero. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, Porro and Romero were doing all the talking, weren't they? So no subs as yet. I feel a lot more comfortable if we got a second goal early doors here. But Burnley are going to get us off and underway in this second half. And we're on. So, ball launched down the field by Dubravka. And Kudus hooks it forward on towards Brennan Johnson. Kyle Walker gives it away, though. And now back into Jed Spence. Mate, I don't know who you are. There's no need to... I don't know who you are, but it's all good, man. It's all good. We all do silly things, right? We all do silly things. So what have Tottenham got here? 1-0. I do think we need to up our game. I didn't think it was going to be free-flowing, but here's Kudus. He's so good at holding onto the ball, isn't he? He spreads it to Bergvall. He goes one more into Jed Spence, and Jed Spence can now drive through the inside channel, goes out wide to Brennan Johnson. What have you got, Brennan? Brennan Johnson whips across in, and it's a poor cross to nobody, and Burnley clear it only as far as Archie Gray. He plays the ball across to Romero. Yeah, but it's your captain, isn't it? I don't think anyone's reading into anything. He's your captain. He's given a really poor game here today, and not even the one doing the team talk. Here's Kudus, slips, loses the ball, and then one back by Pedro Porro. No, a foul against Pedro Porro. So Burnley have got a free kick. I think this is going to be one of them games where we need to get in and get out with the 3 points. This. Bang on, Kuva. Bang on. Bang on, Kuva. Let's hope for a better second half from Romero here. Kudus puts the ball back into Porro. Porro's hooked clearance. Not a good one, but I think Spurs are going to get away with it. As Bergvall now. Can Bergvall drive forward with a ball? Bergvall turns, plays a lovely, but it's a really, really good bit of class that from Bergvall. Lovely outside of the boot. So he's got something about him, Bergvall. You can see it. Here's Brennan Johnson, one-on-one with a defender. He is, I can't keep saying it, guys. Any of you that rate Brennan Johnson as a footballer, I do worry about. Here's Sarr. Spurs look like they're going through the gears a little bit here. Here's Spence, pulls the ball across. It's gone to Kudus, lays it off to Gray. Gray to Kudus. Kudus to Porro. Porro off the defender for a corner kick. Spurs have upped the energy levels a little bit here, which was needed. Lovely pass from the outside of the boot that started all that. And then Brennan Johnson's got all... So a corner kick to Spurs. Kudus is going to take it. It's another good delivery. Header one and over the bar by Mickey van der Ven. That's better. That's much better from Spurs. Much better in the last few minutes. More intensity, getting in and around the box. And I'm guessing Frank would have said to them, look, I know you're tired from the other night, but we need to up the levels here. So that was better from Spurs. Another really good delivery as well by Mohamed Kudus. Another really good delivery. So now the ball swept downfield. Sarr wins the header, but gives the ball away. Now the ball is going to be played back by Porro into Vicario, who takes a touch and then sweeps the ball down the line to Sarr, but it's cut out by, I think that was Cullen. And now Romero can hook the ball away, back into Sarr again, but that one's won again by Esteve. I think that was. Was that Esteve? I might be making it up. Oh, sorry, no. I think that was actually Hartman, maybe. But Spurs have a throw on. Down by the halfway line. Pedro Porro gives it to Christian Romero. He goes across to Vicario. Here's Archie Gray. Lays the ball off to Jed Spence. Spence now goes out wide to Brennan Johnson. Who goes back into Gray. The move's kind of lost a bit of oomph now, but now it goes out wide to Spence. Spence lays it off to Bergvall. Bergvall's caught, but the referee says play on. Gray now switches play to Porro. Porro leaves it for Kudus. Kudus gives it to Gray. Gray back to Porro. This is better from Spurs. Porro's cross in, not very good though, but Spurs have still got the ball. The clearance has only gone as far as Mickey van der Ven. He gives it to Brennan Johnson, into Spence. Spence can turn. Now to Brennan Johnson, whose touch was heavy and he's giving it away. He really isn't good at football, is he, Brennan Johnson? He's really, I find it such hard work watching him. Again, there, look, Brennan, he's so easily dispossessed, isn't he? He's so easily dispossessed. Here he is. That's a much better ball to Richie. The shot. Oh, no. His shot was blocked, and then the second shot went just wide, and then Kudus whips the ball in, but it goes past everyone. Oh, Richie. That was better from Brennan Johnson. He was onside and he laid it into the path of Richarlison. Now, Richarlison saying that it was a penalty. Let's have a look. The shot. Oh, I don't know, I think that, let's have a look at it from this angle. No, actually, no, it's not. It's not. I think from one angle. And then Richarlison did well, took the ball down on the second attempt. But to be fair, Dubravka got a foot to it. Should have been 2-0 Spurs. Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 1. Hayden Hackney with the goal. Hayden Hackney with the goal for Middlesbrough. Big up, Anne. How you doing, man? Yeah, you boys have really struggled, haven't you, in pre-season to score goals? Big up to you. Hope you're well, buddy. Thank you very much for the super chat, my man. Thank you. Saying great show as always. Still second in the table. We're still second in the table at the moment. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate those two super chats. Thank you very much, guys. So here's Vicario. At the moment, Burnley have not really got going in the second half, which is good, which is what we want. Spurs look like they're on the front foot a bit more here. Here's Kudus, holds the ball up, juggles with the ball, plays the ball across to Mickey van der Ven. Here's Archie Gray, sweeps a really good pass from Van der Ven. Kudus, a little bit of showboating from Kudus. Great touch, a bit of skill. Now gives it to Sarr. Back to Kudus. Now Sarr again. He goes back into Romero. Spurs are definitely up the tempo in this second half. Here's Kudus trying to get in behind, but the ball had too much on it from Romero. But Kudus is definitely the best player by a country mile isn't he? By a country mile. Matt, you can always complain about quality. Doesn't matter who you're playing. You need quality. To break teams down, you need quality. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Matt, stop. Just, we all know you love Dange, but he's gone. Just stop. Header back in by Gray. But this time, he gives away the free kick on Jaden Anthony. Brighton 1-0 up against Fulham. Brighton are 1-0 up against Fulham. Here's Jed Spence trying to win the ball, and it's offside. And Lyle Foster's getting very, very frustrated. Yeah, he's getting very, very frustrated, Lyle Taylor. There's a ball swept forward by Jed Spence into the path of Kudus. He's one-on-one with Esteve and does well there, Esteve, to get the ball out of play and class player, Kudus. I don't use that word for many people. I think he's a class footballer, naturally gifted. So Bergvall is going to go out and take the throw out on the right-hand side, opposite the Burnley penalty area. Now Bergvall with a long throw. He's gone it didn't quite fall to Kudus. Kudus has retained the ball. Good touch, beats his man, whips a cross in and gets the corner. Yeah, he is the danger man, isn't he? He absolutely is the danger man. So it's going to be a corner kick taken by Pedro Porro on the right-hand side. So Pedro Porro whips the ball in. Ball's bobbling around, and then it is safely into the arms of Dubravka. Cardiff 2, Rotherham 0, by the way, for anyone that cares. Cardiff 2, Rotherham 0. Really good touch. Burnley are in here. Here's Mickey van der Ven, and really good defending by Papa Sarr. And now Bergvall, can he break? Oh, that's awful, Bergvall. Come on. Tottenham with a chance of a break. And again, the easy 10-yard pass just given away. Really poor. Come on, we've got to be better than that. We've got to be better than that. We had a really good chance to break on them there. Burnley sweeping the ball down towards the Spurs penalty area. They're in the box. They pulled it back. Here's the turn, the shot, and into the arms of Vicario. Again, as I say, Bergvall there had such a good opportunity. Such a good opportunity for Spurs on the counter-attack, and he just gave it away. Really sloppy. Really sloppy. I don't think... Yeah, sure, but you've got to remember, we don't have flair. We don't have a lot of creativity. Other than Kudus, who are you expecting to do anything, really? Who are you expecting? We started really well, then fizzled out a bit in the first half. We've done some good stuff in the second half, but it's just that 1-0 lead, isn't it, Foxy? You know, no one likes a 1-0 lead because of this very reason, that you're always on tender hooks. Here's Jed Spence. Maybe a goal is coming. Maybe a goal is coming. Here's Archie Gray. Leads it to Romero. Romero to Porro. Second goal now would be absolutely perfect, wouldn't it? Here's Kudus. Takes on his man. Ball falls to Papasar. Porro to Kudus. Oh, beautiful skill. Dinks the ball across. Over there. And Richie with a great volley. 2-0. Same combination. 2-0. And again, it's that bit of class from Kudus and a bit of class from Richie. What a great finish. What a great finish. What a great finish. What a great finish from Richie. If you thought the first one was good, the second one's even better. Second one's even better. Really, really good goal from Richarlison. And maybe, just maybe, this might be 3 points for Tottenham Hotspur. Really good goal, Richarlison. The ball, again, Kudus again. Dropped his shoulder, whipped in a great ball. And where's my man Marios in the chat who didn't want Kudus? God, look at that. Great. Look at that. That's a stunning bit of skill, stunning cross, and a stunning finish. Really well done, Spurs there. Great goal. Richie, hats off to you, sir. Hats off to you. That's a brilliant finish. Brilliant play from Tottenham and a stunning goal. Stunning goal. What a stunning goal. And what that has done is it has made the game a lot more comfortable for Tottenham. But there is still a long way to go. Let me change the timer. It is 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. What a stunning goal that was from Richarlison. Could he be on for a hat-trick? Burnley are about to make 3 subs here, or maybe 4. I'll let you know in a second. Stunning goal. Absolutely. Yeah, oh, this and this. Absolutely in. Teams will not want to play against that 3. Sunderland 1, West Ham 0. Eliza Mayenda. Burnley whipping a free kick here. It's come to nothing, but they've still got it. And the ball, he's gone past Brennan Johnson. As he know, he's laid it back. Crossing from Walker, headed away from Gray. And Spurs had just started to up the tempo a little bit in the second half. And I think that goal will surely settle nerves. Good tackle there by Porro. Here's Kudus. I love him. I love him. I love Kudus. I could watch him play all day. Could watch him play all day long. But here come the Burnley substitutions. I'll let you know what they all are in a minute. But listen, I hope he gets his hat-trick. I really do hope he gets his hat-trick, guys. I do. I don't want any Spurs player to not succeed. Whether I rate them or not, a completely different conversation. But I want him to succeed. Oh, not off. Not off. What? Yeah, not off. Oh, don't get me excited, please. Yes. Yes. Let's just check on my bet, by the way. Okay, on my bet, I just need a Bristol City goal. Hang on, here's Pedro Porro driving forward. Oh, and he scuffed his shot at the end. Got himself into a great position. But Pedro Porro drove forward in the inside channel and he just pulled his shot at the end. But Richie at the moment saying to Solanke, come and take the shirt off me. Isn't he? Great goal. Great. Honestly, I think that's his best finish in a Spurs shirt. So I need a Bristol City goal for the Aka to come in. Come on, Bristol City. So Spurs is in because they went 2-0 up with Bet365. Cardiff are in, they're 3-0 up. Watford was in because they went 2-0 up. Crew are winning 1-0. I just need Bristol City. Still Preston 1, Leicester 0. The Alfie Devine goal. The difference there. I'll tell you what, if Frank can turn Richie into a predatory goal scorer, I'm here for it. So can Spurs put this game to bed? Can they get towards my 4-0, or was it a pipe dream? There's the ball in by Romero. Really good into Richie. Much better. Taken on by Sarr. Brennan Johnson. This is where you score, surely. Yes. Brennan Johnson, 3-0. Done nothing all game, but he does that. Got to give him credit for that. Really nice finish. And Tottenham are 3-0 up. And suddenly my 4-0 doesn't look so bad. Really good finish that from Brennan Johnson. Really good finish. He loves a goal, doesn't he? He does love a goal. The referee, I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether something's happened here. Let's have a look. What are we? I don't know whether we stopped the game for something. I don't know what's going on. Nothing wrong with that at all, is there? Nothing wrong with that, ref. That's a lovely weighted pass, by the way, by, I think, Papa Sarr. And Brennan Johnson couldn't miss and didn't miss. And Tottenham are 3-0 up. Tottenham are 3-0 up against Burnley. 66 minutes gone. Come on, where's my fourth? Get me my fourth. I want my 4-0 prediction to come in. And let's get Richie his hat-trick. But Brennan Johnson doing what he does best. Nowhere to be seen. Goal out of nothing. Fair play to him. Can't knock that side of his game. Cannot knock that side of his game. 3-0. Will we now see maybe a little appearance from an Odegaard? Here's a shot over the bar from Burnley. Over the bar. No, I think what we've got to say, people like Richarlison, performances like this need to be the regular, right? Before I wax lyrical, before I lose my mind, you know, I want to see, this is what I want to see from him week in, week. I'm not saying he's going to get 2 goals every week. But, by the way, Mohamed Kudus, 2 assists for my fantasy Premier League team. Go on, Kudus. And Tottenham Hotspur are top of the Premier League. So we are top of the league. Tottenham are top of the league. The title charge is coming. I jest, of course. I jest. Here's Pedro Porro. All I need now for a brilliant day is Bristol City to score a goal. Brilliant play again by Kudus. Really good play. Gives it to Spence. Spence to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson whips in. A ball over the top and it's flicked away. And Richie's gone down hurt. So has, I think that's Esteve. I think that's it. It might be Ekdal. It's Esteve. Yeah, of course. Every time a player scores. Big up to you, Kuba. Yeah, Kudus is some player, isn't he? He really is. God, you think how many fans? Well, I don't want Kudus. He's class. Yeah, listen, I've always said the same thing about Brennan Johnson. I think as a footballer, I think he's horrible to watch. But he grabs goals. And for that, I can never take that away from him. Burnley dink the ball to the back post, but it's gone over everyone. And now Porro can bring it away, can he? Yes, he can. Porro driving forward down the right. Plays the ball. There's a bit of, and there's a foul given away by Richarlison. I don't think he did a lot there. Oh, Scott. Benson Core and Dominic Solanke coming on. And Richarlison is going off. And so is Gray. Gray and Richarlison going off. So we're going to get a few more minutes. Few more minutes into Solanke's legs. Solanke, you got to show what you can do, mate. No, every elite team in history has not had a BJ type player, Matt. Again, have a day off. I don't remember Man City having a player like that. I don't remember the great Chelsea teams that won the league and the United. No, they don't. No, this is where people get really, really silly. Just say good goal. Like we don't have to. Every time a player scores, it doesn't suddenly mean they're amazing. Like, we are a funny bunch. Mate, great finish. Superb goal. Superb goal. To be fair, he worked really hard Wednesday. Followed it up with that today. And it's going to be a corner to Burnley. And Bristol City are mugging me right off here. Where's that goal, Bristol? Sunderland are 2-0 up against West Ham. Sunderland are 2-0 up against West Ham. And Bromley, my local team, 2-1 up against Fleetwood as more substitutions come on for Burnley. I think that's Fleming. So Lyle Foster's gone off for Fleming. And Sonny, is it Sonny or Son, has gone off for Chowner. Chowner? Not sure how you say his name. God, I want Savio and Eze so much. I just really do. Are Tottenham going to give me my 4-0 prediction? Be great to start the season with a bang-on prediction, wouldn't it? Well, unless they go and score 5. Given away by Papa Sarr. And then one back brilliantly by Solanke. Here's Bergval driving with the ball. Kudus has set off on the right. Should have gone earlier to Kudus for me. In the end, it's gone back to Porro. Should have gone a bit earlier for me there. There's Solanke, and he's dragged his shot wide. Oh, Nottingham Forest, by the way, have completed the signing of Amari Hutchinson. Nottingham Forest have signed Amari Hutchinson. The ball went into Solanke. He turned and then just dragged his shot wide of the post. Look, could have been 4-0. Dom could have given me my 4-0. So goal kick. Leicester have equalised at Deepdale. So Preston 1, Leicester 1. Monga got the goal on 67 minutes. And the Sunderland goal was scored by Dan Ballard. Dan Ballard. I believe he's the centre half, isn't he? Anyway, there's a great ball over the top, is it? No, Esteve done really well there. But Kudus, can he get there first? No. Really good tackle in the midfield. But Spurs have been much better this second half. Much better this second half. We're moving it quicker. It's like I think Frank's really got into them at half time. And here's Papa Sarr still driving through, holds off a couple of challenges, and in the end gets the free kick. Good play from Papa Sarr. The 7-3 is on. The 7-3 is on, Coover. Oh, if everyone could just cross their fingers, please, for Bristol City to find a goal in the last 12 minutes against Charlton. That would be amazing. I don't normally back against Charlton, but looks like Paulinho's going to come on. Get him some more minutes in his legs. Oh, mate, it's huge. We actually look like a team with shape. We look like a team with shape. Porro whips the ball across. Oh, Romero was stretching, couldn't. It was quite a bit of whip on that ball. Got to the ball in the end, but couldn't quite drag it across the face of goal, and it goes out for a goal kick. There's a ball over the top. Porro, though, did well to get back. Mickey van der Ven there as well. Now Burnley drive into the Spurs box. Good touch. And then the ball across was easily cleared by Brennan Johnson, who had got in there. I just think we've got shape. We look like a unit. That's what he said. This is what a coach does. He gives you a shape and a unit, you know, and that's what's to be liked. It's only Burnley, but we've seen it in pre-season. We've got a really good shape as the ball is headed clear between Sarr and maybe Bergval, who went up with him. Not sure. Now Burnley's turn to have a little bit of possession, but they've given the ball away here. Here's Mickey van der Ven. Is he going to go on one of his driving runs? He is. Mickey van der Ven. Look at that. Look at that pace. He's going. He just couldn't quite get past. Was that Angepostecoglou? Might have made that up. Was that Angepostecoglou in the midfield there? Whoever it was big and strong, and he couldn't go past him. Yeah, I do want to see Spurs get that clean sheet, though. Yeah, of course. Of course. It's not all gonna click, Ellie, in week one, is it? It's the point. Like, as we always said, when you're putting a shape together, it takes time. They've got to learn what Frank wants them to do. By the way, Odegaard and Paulinho are coming on for Tottenham. So Brennan Johnson goes off. Again, I'll say what I say about Brennan Johnson every game he scores. Didn't know he was playing. Gets a goal. Thanks, Brennan Johnson. I don't really know how else to sum up the performance of him. It's just what he does. So Odegaard is on for Johnson and Paulinho on for Bergvall. He's not. He went off for Bentancur. So more minutes into the legs of Paulinho and Odegaard. And the Burnley keeper sweeps the ball down the field. One in the air by Romero, but only as far as the left back. He plays the ball down the line, and I think the ref, offside. The referee's assistant puts his flag up, and Tottenham done well there with not the high line, but done well with the line. He is an enigma, isn't he? As they pan to Daniel Levy in the crowd. We just look like a team. I said it all pre-season. We just look like a team. So happy he's here. So 8.5 minutes to go here at White Hart Lane. Vicario gets the ball to Mickey van der Ven. Bristol City still have not scored. Let's see what the cash out is. It's not going to be a lot, is it? It's not worth it. Might as well hold out. So there's a ball played over the top for Odegaard. The first chance for Odegaard to go on a run. He's being hassled by Walker, but he does well. And then, he did well until he didn't, and then gave the ball away. And Burnley can come away with the ball. Who's going to get me my fourth? Here's Van der Ven into Bentancur. He gives it to Paulinho. And it's out for a throw-in to Tottenham Hotspur. So the throw-in taken into Romero. Now the ball spread nicely by Paulinho there. And then the diagonal from Porro is brilliant. In Solanke couldn't quite bring it down. And then Spurs win the ball back. Heart the pitch is Spence. Gives it to Papassar. Papassar's got Odegaard on the left. He gives it to Odegaard. And then the ball's bobbling around, and it's going to be a corner kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Have Spurs got a fourth in them? Have we got a fourth goal in us? Did really well there, Jed Spence. Dragged the ball back, and then Dubravka making the save down low. Really good. Dragged it back on his left. Took the shot with the right. And Dubravka, I mean, it was a tight angle to try and squeeze in from there, but Tottenham 3, Burnley 0. Corner kick to Spurs here. Taken short to Papasar. Great ball played along the ground to Mohamed Kudus. Kudus shoots and it whips just wide of the post. Oh gosh. Here's a Stanley. No thanks. 3-0. So on comes Matisse Tell for Tottenham, and Kudus has gone off. Another good game from Mohamed Kudus. Two assists, 2 very good assists for 2 very good Richarlison goals. And now Matisse Tell comes on to a warm round of applause. I hope he grabs his goal. I hope he grabs a goal here, Matisse Tell. I think he needs it, doesn't he? Desperately. So it's all a bit stop-start at the moment. Right, here's Burnley going down the right-hand side. Good ball played in, but Romero comes across and hammers that into the crowd. Preston 2, Leicester 1. Preston 2, Leicester 1 in the 85th minute. Bolton have equalised at Bradford as well. Barnsley and Luton pulled one back. Bradford 2, Luton 1. As Jed Spence heads the ball away. And then a throw-in to Burnley over on the right-hand side opposite the Spurs penalty area. And now Spurs win the throw. So, a very professional performance is what I would say here. Some real moments of quality from Kudus, from Richarlison. Some real moments of quality in this game. And Tottenham, our quality did show in the end, didn't it? I just want to make sure we keep that clean sheet. Can Bristol City grab a goal? They're in the 89th minute. As Burnley now. To be fair to them, they're still trying to play Burnley, but I do feel like it's going to be a long season for them. As Mickey van der Ven wins the header and Bentancur just pops the ball back into Romero. Dominic Solanke brings the ball down, gives it to Sarr. Spurs here. Can they go in for the fourth? A ball into Tell. It wasn't a good ball by Sarr. And that's the shame. A real shame there. Sarr just had an easy 5-yard pass into Matisse Tell, but it wasn't that great. And what a lovely turn and pass from Porro in the first instance. Still Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 1. Hayden Hackney with the goal there. So Romano is, I'll bring it up afterwards. Obviously, people are saying to me the Romano tweet. I mean, it's what we already knew, right? That the agreement between Eze and Spurs on personal terms is done, and that he wants the move. And Crystal Palace and Spurs are in direct talks over the fee. So, yeah, I get it. I get that people want the Romano tweet, but I mean, we're not finding anything there that we didn't know, right? I think we knew personal terms wouldn't be a problem. Middlesbrough 2-0 up at Millwall. Millwall 0, Middlesbrough 2. As the ball goes out towards Tell, and then the Burnley defender gets it away for a throw on. There's going to be 3 minutes of added time here. 3 minutes of added time here at White Hart Lane. It looks like I'm going to be 1 goal out on my score prediction, but we'll take it, won't we? 3-0 and a clean sheet. Keep the clean sheet, and 3-0 would be a fantastic first day of the season for Thomas Frank and for Tottenham Hotspur. Had to win it, and we have won it. Much better second half performance for me. I don't think we've really let Burnley have too many opportunities. Stanley, what are you doing? And a really good ball played out wide to Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro, he's just laid it back into the path of... No, he's not. He's still got it. I thought he was going to lay it back, and he does in the end lay the ball back to Paulinho. Now Paulinho goes into Bentancur. Bentancur to Paulinho. Back to Porro. There's a swept ball all the way out to Odegaard, but not quite enough on it, and Spurs win the throw on. So we've got 90 seconds left here. 90 seconds left for a winning start. As it stands, Spurs are top of the Premier League. If nothing else, we're top of the Premier League. Oh no, hang on, Sunderland are 3-0 up as well. We're level with Sunderland at the top of the Premier League. Spurs and Sunderland. Sunderland 3, West Ham 0, and the West Ham fans are going to be livid. What a start for Sunderland. Here is Tell. Tried to play in Sarr. It wasn't really a very good pass. But with 45 seconds to go, no, it is not done. No, let's not do, please, let's not do this. No, no, no. For anyone saying Eze done, please read it properly. Personal terms have been agreed with Eze, not the transfer. Two very different things. Here's Burnley in the last 5 seconds, and they've missed their cross, and Spurs can bring the ball away, and it has ended. It has ended. Tottenham Hotspur 3. Tottenham 3. So let me just turn off the laptop. Tottenham Hotspur 3, Burnley 0, and a very professional performance is what I would say tonight. A very professional performance from Tottenham. Let me just stop the timer. We'll talk about Eze in a bit, by the way. Let me just stop the timer. So Tottenham 3, Tottenham 3, Burnley 0. It's what you would expect. Burnley at home. First game of the season, got to get the points. And we have got the points. It was professional. There was some very good stuff. There was some sloppy stuff. But we've come away with a 3-0 win. We've got to add some more quality now. We've got to start adding more quality. We've really got to start adding some quality. But what a very, very good win for Tottenham. 3-0. No, stop, guys. Stop. please. Everyone is saying that Eze's done. It's not. Am I the only one that can read? Let me show you. Am I the only one that can read? Hang on. What are we doing here? This is the tweet, right? This is the tweet. We'll talk about the goal. We'll talk about the game in a minute, more detail. Look, it says the agreement between Eze and Spurs on personal terms is done. Not that the transfer is done. Please read what it says. It's not even a bomber. It's not even a bomber. We knew this. We knew this ages ago. Listen, let's hope that deal does get done and does get over the line. But at the moment, still a fee needs to be agreed. Guys and girls, before I go to some super chats, please. What? Yeah? Top. It depends who we sign. Not if we don't sign anyone else. Not if we don't sign anyone else. We need creativity. At the moment, we need creativity. We need creativity in abundance. If we sign Savino, Savio, and Eze, I think we can go top 5, 6. But no, I'm not going to just sit there and go top 5, 6 off of one game against Burnley. We need players. Guys and girls, 5 words to say that game. I'm going to say thoroughly professional performance, great job. There you go. Thoroughly professional performance, great job. 3-0. Look, there were some very good performances, some not so good performances, but at the end of the day, 3-0 is the main thing. We won the game 3-0. We're level on points with Sunderland and Liverpool at the moment. Brighton 1, Fulham 1, by the way, is in the 97th minute. So it looks like those two teams are going to draw as well. But what can Spurs do in the next game against Manchester City? I'm just going to do some super chats, and then I am going to read out your 5-word answers. And please, can everyone stop saying the Eze deal is done? Please, can we stop saying that the Eze deal is done? It's not. It is personal terms that are done. And the Fulham equaliser, by the way, in the 96th minute was from Rodrigo Muniz, and Bristol City did draw the game 0-0 in the end. So Tottenham Hotspur start the season with a 3-0 win. Let me go to some super chats, shall we? Let's go to some super chats. Hang on, let me sort my chair out. I can go centrally again now, can't I? So video complete. Sofiane, thank you very much. Said if Brennan could dribble, he'd be world class. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. It's not just dribbling. It's passing. It's tackling. It's everything to be world class. No, sorry. I'm not going to buy into that one. Brennan Johnson has a unique skill set. We know what he's good at, and he does that bit very, very well. Big up to you. Video complete. Cat Fun has said, I'm willing the 4th goal for you. Listen. We'd take 3-0 at the beginning of the day, wouldn't we? We'd take 3-0. Surely we'd take 3-0. Let's have a look, by the way. We'll look at the league table in a minute, shall we? So Spurs are second to Sunderland. We are second to Sunderland on alphabetical order. Liverpool, I'll bring that up in a second, by the way. Big up to you. Thanks, Cat Fun, for willing it. It didn't quite happen, but it is what it is. Big up to you, my man. Big up. Look at the Eze La Bomba. Oh, people make me laugh. Yeah, not quite a bomber, but listen, you know that between now and just quickly, sorry, can you see what he's doing? Hello? Can you see what he's doing? Just quickly. Sorry. Not quite a bomber, but between now and the transfer getting done, hopefully, that Fabrizio Romano is going to post and tweet about that 1,000 times. 1,000 times. Big up to you, my man. Thank you very much. And Marco coming in with another super chat as well. Said, very professional today with Spurs. Credit to all the players. Well done, Richie. Thomas Frank, great job. Now get Eze and Savinho. Push. Let's get them both. Can't disagree with any of that, Marco. It was a professional performance. Look, are we going to be the finished article in game one of the season? No. But starting with 3 goals, a clean sheet, Richie grabbing 2 will do him the world of good. Kudus with 2 assists. Johnson getting on the score sheet again. Can't ask for much more, really, can you, from today? I genuinely don't think we can ask for much more. Really good day at the office for Tottenham Hotspur. And now we've got a week until we play Manchester City. And obviously that's going to be a very, very difficult game. By the way, there's 1,200 of you in here watching at the moment. Very welcome to all of you. Only 781 likes. Guys, many of you haven't. Please, I haven't asked for about an hour. Please, can you smash that like button? Let's get this stream to 1,000 likes, please. And thank you to everybody who has subscribed as we make our way towards 22,000. 22,000 is the next target, and we're only 400 or 430 odd away from doing that. So thank you very much. Another super chat here. Big up to No More Spursy, please. Big up to you. What a great name. I said, I thought this was a great performance down to coaching, without a doubt. Give us the creativity and Frank will be cooking. Come on, Spurs. I tell you what, look, this guy's a great coach, but coaching, I said this the other day in one of my videos, coaching can get you from here to there. To get from there to there, that's where you need some quality as well. Look, we'll go through the players in a minute, but big up to you. Thank you very much for that. Very generous indeed. Been very, very generous, you lot, today. A lot of super chats going in and also a lot of likes and subscribers as well. The link is pinned. And let's see what happened with the poll. The poll ended ages ago. Sorry, I should have known that. Where are we? Let's go to some comments, shall we, with the 5-word answers. Where are we? Where are we? Can't stand. Romano is a clickbait fraud. Can't stand the here we go much. Why are you so angry about it? He's doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing. Yeah, it may just be journalists regurgitating. Brighton 1, Fulham 1, I believe, is a full-time result. I believe. I'm not sure completely, but I think that might be a full-time result. Let's show you the Premier League table before we do anything else. This is how the Premier League looks right now. As you can see, Tottenham Hotspur are second. Sunderland are top on alphabetical order. Then Tottenham, then Liverpool. And then you've got 4 teams that have all drawn. Obviously, not many games have been played so far. And you've got Man City versus Wolves that kicks off in half an hour. So Manchester City versus Wolves. Man City at Wolves. By the way, Birmingham were 1-0 down in the 90th minute and have scored 2 goals in the last 8. They're in the 98th minute. And Birmingham have turned it round. They are winning 2-1. So as you can see there, Tottenham currently sitting second in the table. So a good day at the office. A very, very good day at the office. Let me get to some of the 5-word answers. Kudos, saying people didn't want Kudos. Absolutely blew my mind when I saw people saying they didn't want him. Big up to Paul Boy, who has said, good result for you today, Sava. Enjoy. Yeah, listen, when the wins come, you have to enjoy them, right? You got to enjoy them because you never know how long winning streaks are going to last. You never know how long until your next defeat. So enjoy the wins when they come around. Big up to each and every one of you. Sean Egan, it's a big up, Sava. Whatever Levy is paying Kudus, he should double it. Best player on the pitch by far. Absolutely. I think he's class. His touch, his control, his strength. And again, this is why people who only looked at last season, where he didn't have the best of years playing in a really bad West Ham team, You give your heads a wobble. Give your head. People going, oh, he only got 4 assists or whatever it was last year, when he's got 2 in one game this season already. Richie started the season with goal of the season. Wow, it's a really good goal, wasn't it? It was a very, very good goal indeed. And fair play to him. Fair play to Richarlison. Look, are we going to come up against tougher teams? Of course we are. Of course we are. But that's what you ask for, right? Surely when the season starts, that's what you say. Go out there, guys. You're in front of your home crowd. You're playing a promoted team, right? Get the win. And we did. Tottenham did get the win indeed. Big up as well to No More Spursy Please, who's put in another super sticker. You lot have been very generous as the super sticker train is carrying on. Thank you very much, No More Spursy Please. Really appreciate you. Jason has said, if we didn't get Savinho, I wonder if Frank could get the best out of Richie on the left if required. No, see, for me, Jason, if we don't get Savio, I want to go and get another player of that ilk. I'll be honest, between me and you, I don't really want to do this whole thing where someone has a good game and then we start overhyping them. He's done well today. Can he keep doing that throughout the season? That's got to be the question, because he hasn't so far in 3 years at Spurs. So he's really got to this season. Hopefully we beat Man City. Let's see what they're like today. Sava, my bet builder gone perfect. If City win, I get £700 from a £20 bet. Good luck to you, my man. Really good bet you've done there then. And if City win, 700 quid isn't anything to be sniffed at, is it? That's a nice little day's work, isn't it? Big up to Eamon. Said, afternoon, Sava. Good win. On to the next one. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tottenham Trev said it's first clean sheet in 14. Well, that doesn't surprise me the way we played last year, but absolutely. Gray and Vicario are not first team, Sava. Where you going? Gray and Vicario are not first team, Sava. Look, I think Vicario is I've always said, I think Vicario is a good keeper. No more, no less. I do think everyone gets carried away. I think he's decent. Gray, I just don't quite think he's good enough. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Quick question, Savage. You get to watch Spurs much? I don't go anymore. I mean, I didn't go because I stopped paying Levy, and now it's part of my job to do these watch-alongs. So for me to go would be against my business. So hey, Romero was abysmal. It wasn't a good game from Romero. Let's be brutally honest. But hey, 3-0, no harm done. But let's just hope he's got that bad game out of the way. We're on our way. We're on our way to the... Oh, my gosh. Phil Coys. Calm yourself down, sir. Calm yourself down. Super cute cutie. As last season, we don't have any good winger. Stunny was off form as aging, and Johnson not a winger. He more of a pop from behind striker to score a goal than a winger quality. Yeah, that's what he does. Absolutely, that is what Brennan Johnson does. We saw there today. If anyone was to say, what does Brennan Johnson do as a footballer? Show them that game. And they can watch it for 75, 80, whatever it was. And you go, yeah, this is him. Oh, he's popped up with a goal. I don't think I'm being harsh. I think that's what he does. I'll read it. Oh, I've just missed the Wolves team. Sorry. I will give you the Man City team. If it's just going along the bottom. I'll get the Wolves team when it comes back around. Man City have gone with Trafford in goal. Lewis, Stones, Diaz, Ait-Nouri, Gonzalez, Bernardo Silva, and Reinders, with Doku, Bob, and Haaland. Doku, Bob, and Haaland. On the bench, they've got Ortega, Ake, Akanji, Kusanov, Nunes, Gundogan, O'Reilly, and Cherky. More breaking news, as I said earlier, Nottingham Forest have signed Amari Hutchinson from Ipswich for £37.5 million. £37.5 million they have signed him for. Where are we? Let's have a look there. Oh, thank you. I've just had 3 more people subscribe. Thank you very much. Big up. We've got more super chats. Big up to Craig Scott, DJ General Tracks. Thank you very much, buddy. Really, really appreciate that. That is very, very generous indeed. Thank you very much. I appreciate that greatly. Big up to Tottenham Trev, that said, thank you, Frank. Clean sheet. And Richie, just wow. Well, look, as I said, I'm not one that loses my mind, but can he do it again next game, Richie? Can he get more out of him? Doesn't mean I don't want a new striker. Can he get more out of him? Does Solanke look at that now and go, God, how am I getting back in the team? We'll see. We'll see indeed. Big up to you for that. Really appreciate that, Trev. And big up to Waka as well. He said, thank you for the commentary. Good game today. You're more than welcome. I do enjoy doing them. They are hard work. It's a long, long time to be on screen talking. But thank you very much. It's always nice when you hear nice things. So thank you very much, Waka. Really appreciate that. That's what he does. That's what he does. Absolutely. I do fully expect, though, that he will struggle to get in the team if we get Eze and Savio. But that's just how it is. Big up Daniela Zito. I said, big up Sava. Good day of football for me. Blowers getting battered. Us winning. Coys and Orient late equaliser. Big up to you. Yeah, yeah. So the Orient getting an equaliser and West Ham getting absolutely battered. Leave it. Savio's not happening, lads. Oh, look. I hope it gets done. He's a really good player. I hope it gets done. I really, really do. 5 words. Kudus is our best player. I agree. Kudus is absolutely our best player. Savinho won't happen before the City game. Listen, I think it's going to be look, they've got to make it happen, right? They've got to make it happen because after that City game, there's going to be 1 week of the transfer window to go. Kuba said, if we'd been renamed AAA Tottenham Hotspur, then we'd now be in first. That's yet another howler by the chair. Yeah, he should have. Yeah. A+ Tottenham or AAA. Yeah, absolutely. Look, really good. I mean, look, let's go through it. Vicario, tough one. I don't really remember him having a lot to do. I think Burnley had a couple of chances, but nothing that I thought, oh, they've nearly scored. You know, really hard to judge Vicario on today. I thought Porro was very good. I thought Porro had a very good game today. I thought Van der Ven had a good game. I thought Romero didn't have a good game at all. And Van der Ven actually had to help him out a few times, didn't he, to get him out of some bad passing. I thought Spence had a good game, got forward when he could, especially in the second half. I think he had a good game. Gray, look, I thought he improved slightly in the second half. I just don't think he's good enough. I really don't. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Bergval, I thought he did some good stuff. I think he did some sloppy stuff, but I thought he did some really good stuff as well. I thought he had a decent game as well. Sarr had a decent game. Kudus for me was by far the best player on the pitch. 2 good goals from Richie, weren't they? Well, sorry, I'm underpaid. The first one was good. The second one was exceptional. Much better from him. I thought he had a really good second half. The first half, I thought he struggled to hold the ball up. Second half, I thought he was much better. And that volley, I mean, that's a volley that wins you any game, right? That's a brilliant bit of play from Richie. And then on the other side, Brennan Johnson got his goal. I don't know what else I can say. Brennan Johnson got his goal. The subs that came on, I mean, Paulinho and Bentancur weren't really on long enough. At that point, it was 3-0 up, and it is what it is. Tell didn't really have long enough to do anything. Neither did Odeber. Am I missing one? And Solanke. For me, Solanke came on, got into a couple of good positions. But again, I never, ever feel like he's going to rifle it in the bottom corner. But he has just come back from injury, and I think he's going to need a bit of time to get up to speed. So it's going to be interesting on that front. Guys and girls, I am going to leave it there. We've been going for 4 hours. It's a long, long show. I don't think any Spurs fan's going to be unhappy going to bed tonight. We're 3-0. We're second in the table at the moment. And, you know, it is what it is. Onwards and upwards. I expect there to be a lot of Eze talk. I expect there to be a lot of Savio talk over the next few days. But from me, that's absolutely everything. So thank you very much to everyone who's watched. Really appreciate you. On the way out, please smash the subscribe button. If another 30 of you subscribe, we'll get to 21,600, which is amazing considering we've done like nearly 2,000 subs in the last 28 days. So please smash that button. It's right there. I appreciate every single one of you. Take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs.